What's going on, everybody? Did it again. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the show. Can I ever say, well, I finally got the flood damage fixed. Just had to run the shampooer back to the store, and I'm free for a little while. Alrighty. Well, welcome back. I'm glad you got that fixed. I didn't know you had a bunch of flood damage, but I'm glad you were able to at least get all of it fixed. Hopefully there's nothing that's permanent, and hopefully there's nothing you have to spend a shit ton of money on. Sorry, I'm a little jittery because of the coffee, but hopefully maybe you'll be free for brunch tomorrow, because I'm trying to get that together. Today I'm gonna be flying solo again. I think I'm gonna be doing a few more solo shows, fitting those into the schedule, and I got brunch and then maybe stream Streamstalgia. It really depends on how tired I am, because I've been actually pretty tired after streaming, doing this. But all that aside, welcome Mango, of course, for dropping links, and anybody else that's out there. I know it's early on a Saturday morning. If anybody was watching Miss Parker's stream and following along, playing along with her, you were probably still asleep. But regardless, I should be free for brunch for a while, by the way. Okay, awesome. Mango, I will send you a link. I usually, well, you know you're always invited. Shouldn't have to say it anyway. But yeah, hopefully you'll be there, and hopefully more people will be there. But yeah, this morning I got up early, and I was like, man, what do I want to do? What's going on, Mid-New York Goddess? Watch this. Pow. What's going on? I might need to go get a tissue, and I think I might be out. He's got the flu. No, he doesn't. It's just cold in here. Hold on one second. Thank you very much. Okay, I think I have. Hey, Mango. Can you send me in the Discord the Etsy link so I can add it to this, so people can, so I can show that on the bottom. But anyway, what was I saying? Where was I going? Yeah, I got up early. I was kind of bored, didn't really know what to do. I was in fair enough pain. Didn't really feel like doing any more dishes. I did a few last night, and that's kind of where the pain came from. And I really should rest this. So I'm gonna do that for a little bit, and we're gonna watch not only some G science, but we're gonna watch some P history. And I was I was scrolling through PragerU, and I found their newest Leo and Layla. And if you know anything about Leo and Layla, they're these two kids that live in a universe where you can time travel in an app, and they continuously forget that this app exists whenever they're trying to do a history project. And there's something really interesting that I found in this one that I think is different from the other ones that we've watched. And I want you guys to try and point it out. It'll be a little fun. All right. So, I want to play some music, but they'll have music here. We'll play music when we get to GMan. What was I gonna say? Back to the house in a bit, dropping the shampooer back off. Alrighty. Sure, what was I gonna say? Yeah, and then we'll talk about GMan, because I found this video. I just decided to go through the GTV network and sort from newest to oldest, and I found Christianity, the New Champions of Science. So we're gonna see what that's about. See if he actually goes through any science, and maybe something else will drop into the Discord. All right. let's get that going, and I'll see if I can update this banner here. Ooh, it's so loud.
What you working on?
Math. You?
A really hard essay. Just math? What kind?
Long division word problems.
Well, just remember the algorithm
Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. Lizard sucks at fucking long division. Like, it took me until, like, college. I was, like, almost 30 years old until I actually, like, learned really how to do it. I've just never been good at long division. I don't know why. But then again, my teachers always lied to me and they said, you know, I'll never have a fucking calculator in my pocket 24/7. Just saying. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Leo's so much smarter than Layla, and it's really fucking sad. Well, he has to be. He's the
divide,
male.
multiply,
He's the boy.
subtract, bring down.
Yeah, I know. Dad, mom, sis, bro. I learned it.
And make sure you don't skip...
Layla, what is with you?
Sorry, I'm just stalling. I really don't want to write this essay.
You love writing.
Quit stalling.
It's the topic.
You need to be Russian.
Does the American dream still exist? I'm doing research to figure it out, and
What do you mean? Stalin was Russian. He was from Georgia. He's Georgian.
I found a ton of articles. But I'm not even sure what the American dream
Is
is.
that Russian? Oh.
Don't they explain it in the articles?
Kind of, but it's confusing.
I'm not a
So many
geographer.
different opinions and not a lot of
I'm
facts.
a geologer.
Well, I can take a break from math. Let's go to the source. Type in American Dream. I wonder who we'll meet.
I
Yeah,
know. Isn't
I
that
wonder.
great?
Good idea. American dream. This doesn't look
Okay. Does anybody notice anything different?
like America
Right off the
at
bat.
all. The phone says 1784.
Yeah, I don't know where we are.
Waouh, américain.
Oof. Does anybody know? Does anybody notice anything different about this this time travel sequence as opposed to the other ones? Anyone? If you've been here, if you watched any of them, just think about it. Think about one of the things that, you know, has been joked about and harped on. Just take a couple seconds about it while I sip my coffee from my nice secretions mug, which you can get at the Etsy link below. Oh yeah, they are like redonkulously bad, painfully bad. It's oh sweet. Oh, Vila has clams. Are those mussels? Ooh, muscles. Vila has clams. Hey, it's a handsome fella right there. Sorry, folks. Doing two things at once, and while you're guessing, and we'll keep playing.
Lonely dear, Monsieur Fredman.
I think they were French. Are we in France?
To learn about the American Dream?
Hello! I hear we have some American visitors here in Paris.
France. I knew it. Hello, sir. Are you, Benjamin Franklin?
Guilty as charged.
What are you doing in France?
I've been here for a few years now. I was chosen to be the first person to represent the United States of America to the outside world.
Like an ambassador?
Precisely. You two look lost. May I help you?
I'm Layla, and my brother Leo and I are trying to learn about the American dream.
There we go.
But for some reason, our
Did anybody get it? Thank you. What's going on, Vila? Did anybody notice what I'm talking about? No, it wasn't the French accents. In any of the other videos, do you remember them going back in time and being in like period clothes? Or were they in their regular civilian garb when they were traveling through time in any of the other videos? I'm pretty sure. I'm not saying PragerU. Ow, ooh, just bumped my hand. You were right. Nope, they were always in their normal clothes. All right. They look like they're They look lost because they're always fucking lost. They're fucking idiots. Yeah, they are really goddamn dumb. They are not resourceful at all. Yeah. Nope. They're in their, yeah, they're not in their, yeah, they're always in their fucking normal clothes. And they switched it up because I think somebody probably said, a bunch of people probably said, hey, they should probably be in, like, period clothes or something like that. Something a little more with the times. And, well, it definitely works out a lot better. So, at least she's not gonna get burned at the stake like a witch for, you know, showing too much skin. Although this is probably a little too much. I don't know. I'm not a historian. I'm just saying. I don't know what his deal is. He looks like some fucking orphan. Why do you look like an orphan? Why do you look like every French orphan that's ever been drawn ever? I don't get this. And their eye, yes. The deadest ass eyes you will ever see.
Time machine brought us here.
Soulless.
That is interesting. And I think
soulless, fucking soul-stealing Benjamin Franklin will absolutely murder your family. Oh my god. There we go. Boom. That's how we do it.
think I'll be able to help, but first, time machine, you say? How fascinating. I invented the lightning rod and bifocal eyeglasses, but
Neat.
nothing as clever as a time machine.
Oh, no, 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 Monsieur Franklin. Your inventions are very clever.
Oh, thank you, ladies. You are too kind.
No, 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 Mr. Franklin. It is you who are too kind.
They love me around here.
By the way, what's with your hat?
Ah, yes, my beaver hat. And while I do love beaver as much as any man, I don't wear this because I like it. I wear it because the French like that I wear it.
I don't.
Really? Really? Really, PragerU? you sly devil, Dennis. You playing us like that. I see how you. I see you. Oh man, I love it.
I don't see
I
anyone
fucking
else
love it.
wearing one. They like that you're different?
Hey,
You see, when I
to be fair, they're being historically accurate. That's all I'm saying. Benjamin Franklin definitely loved himself some beaver. It's he definitely traded a few silver pieces. You know what I'm saying? What? Yep. What's going on? Ooh, hold on. What's going on, Mr. Unite for Children? Slipped a line in for the grown-ups. Yep. The super conservative people with Smex joke. Yep, absolutely. It's fucking great. Oh Lord, is this one of GMan's mini cartoons? Just when I need my morning coffee. Awesome. Well, no, we're not yet to GMan, but this is PragerU. It's just as bad. Don't worry, if not worse. Just like Pixar movies, jokes for both kids and adults. Yeah, and this one's educational. You know, it's got a message or something. I don't know what it is, but let's
first
continue.
arrived in France, I dressed as you two are now, with the clothes of a polite, fashionable Paris nobleman. However, I quickly learned it was better to dress as the French think of Americans, because they are obsessed with our culture.
Obsessed, Monsieur Franklin.
They like that I wear a plain suit, and they love me in beaver.
Ooh la la, Monsieur Franklin.
Why are the French so interested in
Again. They did it twice. Are they gonna
what's
fucking
going on in the USA?
Children,
Benjamin
I'm not
Franklin's,
bragging when I say
third
this,
shoe?
but the world is interested in what is going on in the USA. This is because we are trying something that is so different from everywhere else. America is the
Why does
land
he
of
like
opportunity.
gyrate like that?
A land where individual citizens
Look, it like okay. It's on a serious note. Benjamin Franklin banging every woman in Paris aside. why the fuck is he like not? He's not speaking with his hands. He's speaking with like his shoulders and his neck and stuff like this. He's just doing this. Like, who speaks like that? How low is the? Can you not move the arms? Can you not move like the hands a little bit to give them some kind of fucking? Because it's weird. He's just like bouncing all over the place like an old Felix the Cat cartoon. And look, he's even got the eyes with the little slits in them. Oh my fucking
determine
God.
the outcome of their lives. Here in France, if
This
you
is
are born a
killing me.
wealthy
This is-
nobleman, you will die a
All right,
wealthy
Mango.
nobleman. If you are born a poor peasant farmer, that is who you will be your entire life.
Wait, here in France, people are stuck doing the same thing their entire lives?
In most cases, yes. Especially for
Franklin liked the older ladies because they didn't get pregnant and they were more experienced. This is true.
people who live in small towns or the countryside, which is most people. There is very little economic opportunity, and unless you are of noble birth, there is no political opportunity.
French people don't vote for their government?
They can't. Young man, at this time, people around the world are ruled by monarchs and nobles who live fantastic lives, and they don't want their comfort and luxuries to go away or even lessen. So they have set up systems of government and cultures which keeps people in their places and keeps them on top.
I wouldn't like
How fucking ironic.
that at
Just
all.
saying.
No.
Just saying,
That would be
PragerU.
terrible.
You want to
Sounds
do a little
selfish.
introspection.
It is very selfish of the monarchs and nobles to control everything. In the USA, we're trying what is called self-rule, where every citizen is free to build their lives how they want, and through hard work and with sound judgment, they can prosper. This is
Not necessarily, man. Not anymore, at least. I mean, yeah, way back in the day, sure, when they were just, like, giving away land. And, yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's totally possible today. However, the amount of hurdles you have to face, not only as a person, but, like, a person of color. Because, dude, you're speaking from someone who is, like, rich off the bat. And, basically, like, it was, you were with a bunch of rich motherfuckers that didn't want to pay taxes, and it made sense, and you wanted your own country, and you got your own country, and convinced a bunch of people to fight in a war, and now we have the United States of America, and it's still not fair for people of color, because even at the time, people of color were not equal under the law. So it's not true at all. It's not necessarily true at all, but it's less true that you can just like build yourself up. You're more likely, I mean, you could be a millionaire tomorrow, but you're more like, or you could be a millionaire in 20, 40 years, but you are more likely to be homeless tomorrow. And all it takes is like, you know, a debilitating injury, a car accident, something like that. And that could be it. So, the messages they're trying to push that, oh, anybody, the American dream, anybody can work themselves up. Yeah, it's there, but it's not as tangible for everybody as it is for, you know, Benjamin Franklin or a fucking pilgrim back in the day that's going to build a log cabin and live to 30 after he gets attacked by a bear. And his, you know, half his children get eaten and 2 of his wives, you know, die in childbirth. Like, the shit's not, it's not the same anymore. The shit's changing. Change with the times, conservatives. Oh, wait.
This is why so many Europeans are currently dreaming
What's going on,
of
Bill
America.
Portley?
And I predict that eventually ambitious people from all over the world will join them.
So, is the American dream about moving to America?
It definitely can involve moving to America, but the American dream is simply the desire to improve your life through your own invention, and it can apply to American citizens too. Take me, for instance. I was born in a middle-class family in Boston, Massachusetts.
Middle-class
I had a
family.
pleasant childhood, and my father set me up with an apprenticeship with my older brother.
There you go. There you go. My pain is 9 out of 10 today, Loser Man. I appreciate the stream distraction. I'm sorry that you're in so much pain. How's your mom and sister doing with the break-in and everything? Hopefully everything is getting sorted out and you can get your stuff back. Yeah, what's going on, Bill? Ooh, excuse me. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. I was born to a middle-class family, and you had all these opportunities to you. That's not true for, tens of millions of people all across the United States. And again, like, you could lose everything tomorrow just through, no fault of your own. Like, people are always, there's always some, corporation or insurance company that's trying to fuck you over. And it's always gonna, it's always gonna fucking happen. So, it's not, it's important to understand the world around you and have some situational awareness, not just be focused on, like, oh, the American dream is possible. It's possible under the right conditions. Just like, it's the same thing as, well, hot water will cool faster than cold water, or freeze faster than cold water. Yes, under the right, perfect conditions, yeah, it will. But you have to have those perfect conditions. And you can only achieve that in a laboratory. Fun science. They're okay. Report done. Insurance called. Everything canceled and charges on cards reversed. Awesome. That's great. Hopefully they can track them down and, give them the old, what you doing, eh? Get the Mounties to strap them to their horse, take them in, be like, this one, whoa, I don't know what he's a boot.
I was on track to have a nice life as a small to medium level printer in New England.
Welcome, everybody.
That
Don't forget
wasn't
to hit that
enough
like
for
button.
me. I dreamed of bigger things, and my American dream got me to Philadelphia at the age of 17.
Did your dad help you?
How about your brother?
Neither. I was on my own. I made the choice to leave the security and comfort of home because I needed more freedom to achieve the heights that I wanted to reach.
So you could have failed, and with no one there to help you?
This is true. The American dream does not promise security, and it does not promise success. It promises freedom. Our young country only gives people the right to pursue happiness.
Yeah, it was only up until, like, the 60s that we got, like... It was only in the 60s that we got, what, the, Fairness in Housing Act, or whatever it's called? Their Equal Housing Act. So that you couldn't discriminate against, black people or Jewish people or anyone based off of, religion, ethnicity, the same things you can't discriminate against for employment. And that we're talking about, this is 1776, 1700s. So that's what? That's 200 years. It took almost to get that up, and it would be about 200 years because it wouldn't take effect immediately. And a lot of people, especially PragerU types, the PragerU crowd, they like to think that these things just happened immediately. Like, there's once it's signed into law, it's just sort of like brushed and everybody just sort of does it. No, this shit took a lot of time to actually implement, and it wasn't implemented easily. A lot of people were reluctant to do so, So, if you want to talk about, yeah, it's achievable. It's only been achievable for the majority of people for a very short amount of time. And the people who watch PragerU, the conservatives that listen to PragerU, want to go back to where they want to make sure that progress gets taken back or stifled as much as possible. And if you've looked at history at all, well, you would understand that doesn't really work out. The United States could be way farther along than it is, and it's I'm not gonna say it's all because of conservatives. It's because of just It's because a lot of people can't get over their own bullshit. So our government remains stagnant, and there's a lot of corruption. If you don't think the United States government is corrupt, then well, you're very naive. Let's just say
You
that.
must achieve it yourself. The American dream requires bravery.
You are very brave, Monsieur Franklin.
So brave!
Oh, ladies, I'm blushing.
I think I know what the American dream is now. If you
Bravery.
dream of a better life and have courage to make it happen, then America's the place to be.
Ooh, that was good.
Why does that's confusing? Why does the American dream require bravery? Like, I mean, ambition maybe. Bravery? Is that confusing to anybody else? I'm kind of, I don't know.
It is a shame that we get old too soon and wise
Let me see
too
something
late.
real quick.
But you,
Ooh.
young lady, have youthful wisdom.
Well, you're a good teacher, Mr. Franklin.
Monsieur Franklin is a great teacher.
Are you happy with how your American
Yeah, it's because he's been with all the older ladies. He gains experience points. That's how he goes for the bosses right away, and then he goes down the ladder.
American dream has gone?
Very much so. I might have found happiness had I remained in Boston, but I decided I wanted more than what a life there was going to be. Thanks to hard work and some good ideas, I have lived an incredible life as a printer, a businessman, a writer, a scientist,
Businessman.
an inventor, a freedom fighter, and a statesman.
You're still really famous in our time. We call you an American founding father, and your face is on the $100 bill.
And he wasn't a president. It's true. If you guys didn't know that, learn it.
I got one last Christmas.
And everyone knows about you flying your kite in the storm.
Well, do they know that without Mr. Franklin, there would not even be an America?
Eat shit. Not really. I mean, there definitely would be America. It just would be very different. If he weren't there, someone would have taken his place. It's just kind of how history goes. Like, you can't really say, oh, there wouldn't be an America without him. Like, oh, really, fuck off. You could say that without anybody. You say that about, a soldier that got shot in the shoulder by a bullet that was meant for a general, and it deflected off and fucking went somewhere else. If that soldier hadn't been there, then the war would have gone completely different, and there wouldn't be a Massachusetts. It would be fucking what it is, fucking Taxachusetts. More like Taxachusetts. So yeah, you can't really say that. I wouldn't even fucking say that. But all right.
Is that
let's
true?
continue.
Had I not secured assistance from France, there was not a chance that we would have defeated the British and won our independence.
Fair
They
enough.
provided money, supplies,
Yeah.
troops, and naval support. My job here in France has been
It sounds more like the French were instrumental. I don't know if again, somebody else probably could have secured that aid or some other aid, but who knows? Do people know that Ben Franklin got laid more than most of his compatriots? They do now. Well, if anybody got those jokes that were up in the beginning, yes, then yeah, they do now.
arguably as important as even General Washington's.
Mr. Franklin, I know that you're a wonderful example of the American dream, but for the essay I have to write, I need to explain whether the American dream still exists in our time. But how could you know that?
Let's see. Allow me to ask you a few questions. In your time, do people
It's like a
move to
BuzzFeed
America
quiz.
from other countries?
Yep, people move in from all over the world every year.
Our next door neighbors are from the Philippines, and people across the street immigrated from Honduras.
Can American citizens start and own their own businesses?
Yeah, our dad started and owns his own business.
Lots of people do.
Is higher education and certifications required for success?
No.
Our mom went to
Ooh, most places. Well, not. I mean, true, but do sundown towns still exist? Yes. Is like fascism still rampant? Yes. Like,
college, but our dad
was it?
didn't.
They both have good jobs that they like.
Are any Americans born with fancy titles like Duke, Duchess, Lord, or King?
No, but they're born into, like, you know, senator, congressman, woman, you know, first kid or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That was Sinbad, right? They, like, people do have, like, title. People do have status. Like, the more money you have, that's the problem. Like, the more money you have, the more status you have. And that's one of our biggest issues. And for whatever reason, that's just, like, culturally acceptable. And it should be unacceptable that just because you have a shitload of money, you can get away with whatever the fuck you want. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And yeah, there's still plenty of fucking titles and shit. No, it's just, there's no, like, bloodlines or anything like that. You know, just because you're, for instance, the Bushes. We're not going to see a President Jeb Bush anytime soon, I don't think. So, there's nothing like that. There's at least that, but...
No, everyone is just born with the name they're given by their parents.
No titles other than American.
But Mr. Franklin, even though we don't have a nobility or monarchy, some people are born into better situations.
America's in trouble since most of our factories moved offshore. We don't produce much here anymore. Our medicines, clothing, shoes, electric components, etc. mostly come from China. This is very true. There's very little manufacturing done here in the United States. Thank you, Treva 2000. Treva? I don't know, whichever. Sorry. Yeah, we're no longer like a manufacturing economy. We're more of a service economy, an entertainment economy. And that's produced a problem because, well, you can't really find too many jobs where you can go up and up in the entertainment industry. And without, you know, sometimes easily crashing down. And, let's see, since we can't, I mean, if we did produce a lot of our electric components and everything here, it'd be a lot more expensive. But shipping it overseas means fewer jobs, which means, like, you're not paying the... people aren't doing... what I'm trying to say is the jobs that are available aren't available to the majority of the population because they're not... skilled, or they don't have the certifications to be able to do, you know, whatever might be done with these electronics, you know, that are or the I don't know, whatever growing economy might be there. But yeah, you're right. We have not done we have not I had a really bad time explaining that. China bad. There you go.
Does that affect the American dream?
Because every human is unique. The natural outcome from equal opportunity is unequal results. Even when treated equally, people don't always end up...
Nobody is arguing for equality of outcome. Nobody's arguing for equality of outcome. For the last fucking time, these idiots need to get through their goddamn head. That's not what it's about. It's equality of opportunity, and equality of opportunity is not fucking happening. That's the fucking problem. Not everybody in the U.S. has the same opportunity. And, you know, that if you want to say, well, everybody has the opportunity to open a business regardless. No. I'm talking about not everybody has the opportunity to get the health care they need, or to get the food that they need, or to get the education that they need, or to you know, get the certifications that they need, or to get the jobs that they need, because hey, maybe you live in Detroit and all of those manufacturing jobs that Treva was talking about are gone. What opportunities do you have if you have to pay for school, but there's no jobs for you to get to pay for school? It doesn't make any sense. So it's not. There's no equality of opportunity. And people want to say, well, you think everybody being a million... Nobody's saying everybody should be a millionaire. All I'm saying is that the people who are multi-billionaires should pay their fair share. And then maybe people can have a few bucks to, you know, actually go eat out at a small business. So then that they could pay their workers a living wage. I've been over this. It's simple economics.
In the same
The
place.
simplest.
That
the
makes
simplest
sense.
thing.
People have different interests and personalities.
Some will always have less, and some will always have more.
No shit.
What's special about America is that what matters is not where you come from, but where you're headed. Not who you have been or what you have now, but what you can become. That is the American dream, and that leaves me with one final question
Unless you're talking about cancel culture.
for you.
Yeah, that's stupid.
What type of behavior leads to success in your time?
Working hard.
Being nice to others.
Making smart decisions.
Having good ideas.
It sounds like the American dream.
Yeah, anybody want to take that one?
Is alive
Somebody
and
cut
well.
that, clip that, and edit it.
Thanks for your
to a
help,
video.
Mr.
I'll play it
Franklin,
on
and thanks
here.
for the work you've done over here in France.
Goodbye, children. It's a tough job over here, but someone has to do it. Come on, ladies.
Ooh la la, Monsieur Franklin.
If you were interested in time traveling,
Fuck you and your fucking dead ass eyes, dude. I'm sorry, I can't do that anymore. Alright. Alright. We got G-Man up next. We don't just got G-Man. I actually do have something. Because, Mango, you reminded me, and actually, Vila should have, seeing Vila should remind me, because, I went into, before I begin, here, let me remember this. I went into, Streamlabs last night. I'm not going to open it now, because it might crash it, because it's hard to run both of them at the same time. But I was helping out Vila with Streamlabs and how to record and make videos and whatnot on Streamlabs. Well, I went in there and I noticed that like a month ago, a couple of people had donated, and I feel absolutely awful that there's like $24 sitting in there, and I didn't know. Because the link was down below, but I couldn't do any notifications because the Streamlabs software isn't connected to the StreamYard software. So if anybody who donated, I'll put the let me see if I can. Damn, I should have written them down. It was like the Silence, I remember, was one, and then there was another one for $2. If you guys want your money back, it's your money. You can have it back. I apologize, and I would play those things on here, but I can't. Otherwise, it might crash the stream, and we don't want to do that. So I just wanted to make that note. I really apologize for not noticing earlier. It's just because the Streamlabs link has been there, but I didn't know that anybody was using it simply because of the cash tag being there as well. So that being aside, I sorry about that. I will take care of it. Just let me know if you want to like charge back or whatever. I will do that. Anyway, what was I talking about? G-Man. So sorry. I just feel really bad about folks giving money and then not getting what they deserve out of it. It's not fun. So if you guys want your money back, let me know. I'll go into this. I really want to open it because I thought I wrote those names down, but I didn't. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of music, and then we're gonna get into some G-Man, and we'll do a better segue into something. So I don't know. Let's see. I know exactly what to play. We're gonna put this on. However, I'm gonna play that music. Not that music. There it is. Sorry. Got a little scatterbrained. I will be right back.
I was born in a bathtub in the back of a pickup truck. Ever since that day I've had nothing but bad luck. My mama didn't love me and my daddy he ran away. My granny she done raised me in her own peculiar way. Said listen to me mister, I'm in the bathroom with my sister. Give me a goddamn minute to clean it up. Well, I'm drinking past Blue Ribbon, Lord, I got no use for women. So my sister puts her nose right up my butt. We walked back to the trailer and we ran into a sailor looking for good times and methamphetamine. He took my good sweet sister, and Lord, I sure do miss her. Good God, I hope he treats her like a queen. Listen to me, mister, in the bathroom with my sister. Give me a goddamn minute to clean it up. I'm drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon, and I ain't got use for women. So my sister puts her nose right up my butt. Dragging as I slink back to my wagon, and I crawl in bed as lonesome as can be. And I cry myself to sleep. My sister goes down deep. Can't wait till she comes right on back to me. I sure do miss my sister and how she let me fist her. It don't feel right without her by my side. My steamboat I was tugging, think about my second cousin. I came to pick, not here for the ride. So my mama didn't love me and my daddy ran away. Granny tried to raise me in her own peculiar way. Ever since that day I've had nothing but bad luck. Born in a bathtub in the back of a pickup truck. Said born in a bathtub in the back of a pickup truck. Said born in a bathtub in the back of a pickup truck. Oh, yeah. Truck you, mother trucker.
Very true. But I'm all good. Alrighty. Welcome. Alright. Oh, that was the end. Pew. Folks. Alright. What's going on, Lucifer? Great time to join. Thank you for being here. We are going to go into GMan. And I'm really hoping GMan gets into some actual science. I'm gonna put this at like 1.25, 1.5. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he actually says. I'm going to put some background music on. Though, not Alpha Genesis. We're not going to Alpha Genesis. Excuse me about that. There we go. Unless somebody wants to send me some music. Whoa, that's fucking loud. Yeah, we'll do the robot music. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, I'm left-handed, guys. There we go. What do you got, GMan?
would rather take their time out to make fun of God,
Yes.
make fun of the people that are following after the Christian God. I want to be very specific about this. They're not teasing anybody else.
Wow, this sounds
And
familiar.
they are entertaining themselves by doing these things. But notice that there aren't a lot of atheist videos out there talking about how to cope with the issues that's going on. I know of one YouTube channel, and only one YouTube channel, that's in our community that happens to be atheist, that's talking about this. And that happens to be Lee Lemon. Aside from that, the usual people that are in this community.
See, I've heard about this. Lee Lemon, I think, is the only person that GMan has ever like conceded to, as far as I know. I had a box expression on it, and I get it. Yeah, it's hard to do a lot with your left hand. Well, just your left hand, because I can't lift. I can't do anything with pressure. So like even holding a cooking pot to clean is really fucking hard. But I've learned, I can, open pill bottles on my arm and like use, if I need a pen, put it in here, whatever, and use one hand to do a lot of things. And I've learned how to like kind of write, but I need a marker to write. I can't write on a fucking with a pen. But yeah. How did I hurt my hand working on my house? It was really stupid. Long story short, I was you can use a knife left-handed. You gotta teach me, because I can't cut shit. I need to cut up my strawberries. Put pepper on them. Yeah. I'm just a whole dumb. Let's just put it that way. I was digging out insulation and physics went into my hand. Part of my hand went into a hole. The other part hit a piece of wood. So there you go.
Ain't talking about these matters. All they keep talking about is, look at this person. I'm better than this person. My mom taught me better than this person. I'm better than this person. And then look at this person. Ha ha ha. Hee hee. Nothing, no practical advice on how to stay healthy or anything like that. So what I'm going to do,
hydrate.
Excuse me guys, I need to get some water.
Oh shit. Here we go.
My dumb behind had some breakfast bars, and I ate those before I started the show. You would think I would have been smart enough to drink a little bit of water before I started doing this, considering all the talking I'm going to be doing here.
Look at that. Yeah. Yesterday I was just talking about how we've never seen GMan really drink any water or drink anything on stream, because we know he doesn't drink alcohol. That's for sure. But we've never really seen him. There you go. There's one, and he's looking for water. He's actually like, I need some water. So hey, can't fault him for that one. Appreciate it, GMan. There you go. So we at least know GMan's drinking water. And on this channel, I found things from like 4 years ago, and GMan actually doesn't look too bad off. So we'll check those out if we have time. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Allit? Now, you say you put pepper on your strawberries? Yes. Actually, Mango does it. I did it poorly. I just can't cut mine right now, like cut them into slices, because like I can't use one of my hands. I'm not gonna lift it up. I have 2 cooking videos, and both my right hand is broken. I was high off opiates and decided to make a video. LOL. That's awesome. Like, yeah, I hate the opiates. I took one last night to help me like sleep. I cut it in a quarter, and then all I've taken is like 3 ibuprofen a day. So keeping it down. I think it's good. He's had water on stream before. Yeah, I've never really seen it. I've always seen him really like going through and sweating, and never really. I just can't remember. It's not something you actually remember most of the time. It's been some time though. Yeah. Mango just dip mine in chocolate. Try it with pepper. Just try it. Just go ahead. Just give it a quick couple shakes of pepper.
But yeah, I mean, since the atheist community isn't going to give anybody advice or anything like that on how to stay healthy, I guess I'll do it, because the atheist community don't care about no science.
All right. All right, I love this. Let's get into it, because I actually know a thing or two about nutrition and staying healthy, G-Man. I may not follow my own, I may not practice what I preach to the choir, but you know, I actually still know how to stay healthy, and maybe I'll if somebody hits that $20 and makes me molt, I'll share me at one of my healthiest points in my life. So as well as doing the molt. So go ahead and do that, and we'll see. We'll talk about this, G-Man. Let's get into it. I want to hear this.
And I keep telling people this over and over and over again.
That does,
you know what I mean? If they cared about science, we would see video after
know.
video after video after video after video with them explaining
it's gonna be
down to the cell on how you can take care of yourself during these times. But that's not what they want to do. They rather talk about how the earth is round instead of being flat. They rather make fun of people for believing in God.
G-Man, are you a flat earther? Is G-Man a flat earther? FFS.
Laugh at other people and the struggles that they're having instead of actually doing what they're telling everybody else out there to do. And that's why I have been trying my hardest to put it out there that the atheists are the biggest hypocrites on the internet.
You know what? I think this might be a good video to actually go back over the the G-Man theory, because this is apparently about nutrition. So let's get into it, G-Man.
You're gonna tell other people to care about biology, you're not even doing it yourself. You know what I mean? So my advice to the atheist community is, you know, go look in the mirror before you go talk to somebody else. Go learn biology yourself. Go learn chemistry yourself. I always said that you people don't know nothing about those things.
So I don't always practice what I preach,
Google,
but
not have your camera on and repeat what you're reading. But what I want to do is I want to talk about the symptoms of the coronavirus, and then tell people what they can do to try to stay healthy, besides buying masks and buying toilet paper, you know, while we're in the toilet paper apocalypse, and what people can do about.
Gary's not a flat earther, but lost the debates won. Are you kidding me? You gotta be fucking kidding me. There's no way. How do you lose a debate to someone you... How do you lose a debate to a flat earther?
Making hand sanitizer.
I mean, if someone was like, prove it with math, I probably couldn't do it, but
and there's some really good YouTube videos on here.
Fucking earth
that will teach you how to actually make hand sanitizer. There's a bunch of them. You can get some aloe vera, a little bit of essential oil. You can get 70% or 99% rubbing alcohol, and a little bit of water, and you can make your own hand sanitizer. You don't have to go out there and pay all these ridiculous prices. Because even in New Jersey, particularly in Newark,
your eyes are looking a little flushed there, Gary.
I believe on Broad Market and some other places in Newark, there are people out there selling.
That's kind of interesting, because in my research here, I actually found that acute kidney damage or acute kidney failure can actually lead to some damage to the eyes. Usually it's like reddening because the blood vessels open up, or like when you have liver disease, you'll get jaundice and you'll get yellowing of the skin and eyes. Do we have to have that BG music? Well, send me something else. I'll do what I want. There's 12 watching, 4 likes. Y'all be so kind to hit that like button. It makes me happy. Oh, make Mango happy. She's not feeling good. Hit that like button. They brought up his denial of science for evolution and how he can trust it for flat Earth. Like, I mean, I feel like if bringing up his anything for evolution is just to G-Man is just sort of like a sidetrack, because he'll just go off on a bunch of tangents. G-Man can't debate. Yesterday we were talking about how he really cannot debate at all. He has no fucking idea how to actually like have a conversation with anybody, and he gets so flustered and frustrated because people don't follow his script. So they that's why That's why they end up like dropping out, or he ends up getting defeated really fucking easily. Pillbox is an idiot to the 10th power. Yeah, well, he's a flat earther, so he's got fucking, you know, at least a couple exponents there, straight on it. Yeah, and if we hit 48 likes, I will I'll show you me at my peak for free.
Selling hand sanitizers for $10. For $10, something that would normally cost $1. They would they're out there trying to sell it for $10. Price gouging like crazy.
Supply and demand.
You know what I mean? So let me just quickly go over these symptoms here real quick and give some people some practical advice on what you can do to stay healthy and what your attitude as a Christian should be during this time. For the atheists that are watching this, I'll do my best to give you some advice. Chances are you won't listen because you think you know everything. So let me see something here. What are the symptoms of the coronavirus disease? It says the most common symptoms are a fever, a cough, shortness of breath, and breathing difficulties. In more severe cases, infection can cause pneumonia, severe acute respiratory syndrome, and even death. The period within the symptoms would appear is 2 to 14 days. So you can actually have it and not know it for up to 2 weeks.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Incubation period.
Actually, it says toilet paper on eBay is $35 for a 12-pack. That's just ridiculous.
There's a lot going on.
You know.
Agreed.
For those of you who live in New Jersey, if you
guys don't like the background music, fuck off. No, if you don't like the background music, you can send me something else that you find maybe more pleasing, as long as it's YouTube friendly, Twitch friendly. Just send me like a YouTube link to it, and I don't mind playing it and switching up, because you know I have 3 hours of this shit, so like we can always watch or listen to. Ooh. Plenty more. Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry, left-handed. Let's see. There we go. I don't know. Send me something if you'd like. Oh. Alright. Anyway, GMan likes to argue with people. I think it's a sport for him, but he mutes everybody else so he can say he won the argument. Yeah. And I kind of made that same point yesterday with the fact that I don't want to go on his channel anymore, and GMan can come here if he wants to talk, because I'm not going to just sit in the background the whole fucking time. I'm not going to sit in your green room and be like, wait for you to, get the hair out of your butt and, figure out how to actually talk like a fucking adult. So, is it White Bat? Yeah, it is the same White Bat. Okay. And, and that's exactly because of what you're saying. He doesn't know how to argue. He doesn't know how to, he doesn't know how to talk to people. He likes to argue, and it's, it is kind of like a sport to him. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's competent enough to make it actually like a sport.
Pretty city. Or if you go to certain parts in New Jersey, you can still get toilet paper.
Going on his channel,
for $1. You don't need to go on the internet and buy toilet tissue. As a matter of fact, if you give me your address, and if you can't find any toilet paper, and if it's within reason when you live, I'll gladly mail you some. Like, honestly, it's readily accessible where I'm at. You know what I mean? And if you need any toilet paper, just give me your name and your address, where I can find you, and I'll gladly send you some. But chances are a lot of you probably already have it, because you're probably the reasons why there isn't no toilet tissue at the supermarket. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can have the coronavirus in your system for up to 2 weeks.
Right.
For up to 2 weeks.
Yes.
And not actually know you have it.
Correct.
I know that some people say that the coronavirus starts in your throat before it actually gets to your lungs. And I actually had somebody send me something here on.
First of all, your lungs aren't right here. This is actually your trapezius muscle. It's on your shoulder. It helps move your arm, your shoulder blade. It actually connects right here and then goes all the way down to your back to your butt. It's cool. You have an upper and lower you gotta work. Your lungs are down in here in your chest cavity. Okay, so let's just make sure that that's established properly, because
you're not actually.
I don't think he knew that.
No, you haven't. You know,
I'd still love to have
I know
a conversation
that
with
some people
Gary
say that the
on his
coronavirus starts in
expectations
your
of
throat.
women. I'd probably get shouty, but it'd be much fun for me. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Gary, you got people who want to talk to you. Yeah, he'll gladly send you some bathroom tissue, and then he'll gladly dox you. Yeah, exactly. Why the fuck would I ever give you my address? Like, my address is kind of out there with, you know, everything that I do for this channel. So, if you were to do that, I mean, I've said it in the past, like, you would just be a piece of shit, and no uninvited guests to my house. Like, if you call the police and you waste the time of emergency services, especially GMan, if you call 911, I'm gonna be more than pissed. I'm going to help the police in any way I can to make sure that you get as fucked as possible, because you're not supposed to do that. Don't waste the time of emergency services, regardless of you can ACAB day in and day out. But you calling 911, one, ties up a line for somebody who may need help, and two, calling the police to an address that might be far away from somebody who's, you know, in a ditch or actually, you know, really needs somebody. Alright? The police do still have a fucking job to do, regardless of them being shitty or not. So, don't waste the time with fucking emergency services. Please. Let me see. Thank fuck I got vaccinated. COVID never fucked with my lungs, just made me feel feverish, tired, and lost my smell and taste for a week. Yeah, I'm glad I got vaccinated. I haven't had any real symptoms. I got sick a couple times, but I think that was just like head colds, weather changes. I'm getting more sensitive to that, and allergies, so luckily I haven't had it to my knowledge, but we'll hopefully I don't
before it actually gets to your lungs. And I actually had somebody send me something here on Facebook. Now, some of you guys can accept this, and you don't have to. This is just a friendly advice. You don't have to accept it. But if you do have the coronavirus and you want to try an at-home remedy, now.
Okay, before he gets into that, Mango GMan says he has a high expectation of women, but is that true? He dropped $1,300 on a Baltimore woman that wasn't all that, and apparently he didn't get all that. You know, take it as you will. But yeah, $1,300, and like he had to sell a bunch of shit and like iPods and everything. Like, still begs the question of, GMan, where'd you get like the iPods and laptops? Like, did you store them? I still have iPods. It's fine. Like, I understand them. I understand. Still got them left over. But the thing is, they're not worth a fucking ounce. They're not worth their, you know, weight in metal. That's it. You know, they're worth the sentimental value to me because I have one that's literally been to the Middle East twice. So there's no there's no taking that away from me. That's why they have non-emergency numbers. Yeah, and the non-emergency numbers, if you say, hey, somebody has been doing X, Y, and Z, they'll be like, what evidence do you have? And it will actually be talking to somebody like, why are you calling the non-emergency number for something like this? And that's a little bit that, you know, you usually talk to someone who an officer that's, you know, rather than a dispatcher. And don't waste the time with dispatchers. They have an extremely difficult job. Support your dispatchers, and they deserve all the praise in the world. Oops, excuse me. I'd love to know his full expectations of women. I'd gladly take him to task on his bullshit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure any woman in this chat.
If you have the coronavirus, go see a doctor. Okay, but someone sent me something here very interesting, and if you're in my Facebook list, I probably sent you this particular thing on here. I sent it to everybody on my Facebook, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about here in a minute. Who sent me this? I think it was what's my friend right here? This person sent it to me. I'm going to show you guys something here. Now, once again, before I show you guys this, I want you guys to know that if you can see a doctor, see a doctor. I'm going to read something to you, then I'm going to show you what this is. It says the coronavirus, before it reaches the lungs, it remains in the throat for 4 days. And at this time, the person begins to cough and have throat pains. If he drinks water a lot, and gargling with warm water and salt or vinegar eliminates the virus. Spread this information because you could save someone.
No, don't do that. Go. First of all, go see a doctor if you think you have coronavirus. Two, it's not going to eliminate the virus. It might clear some of the virus out of your throat so that you don't cough as much, but it's not going... Go see a fucking doctor. It's not going to eliminate the virus. It's going to kill some of the virus out of your throat. That's it. Same thing with any sore throat. It just eliminates some of the virus so your body can heal a little bit. Go see a fucking doctor. I know this is over a year old. Well, yeah, this is over a year old, so bear with me.
From this, with this information, and this is how it looks on here. Just want to show everybody.
This is what he's spreading around on Facebook. This is exactly why coronavirus is where it's at. Is because of assholes like GMan who spread shit on Facebook saying like, oh yeah, this is exactly how it works. No, go see a fucking doctor and get a real medical opinion, and then let them treat you. Like had I done this at home, I'd be fucked completely. It doesn't make any sense. All right. His expectation is that a woman will fill his needs if he acts extra, but no one is under any obligation to give anything ever, and he needs to learn that. Yeah, him and a lot of people really need to learn that shit real quick. And like, yeah, he doesn't understand. He's too childish to keep a woman, I think. You know, if you watch anything with Intego and him, I mean, he's like jumping around, he's bugging her, and that's where Tated Jedi comes from. I didn't realize that. Because he's like, Tated, tatted, it doesn't matter. And she's like, yeah, it fucking does, dude.
What I've been sending people in regards to this. I try to keep it there long enough for you guys.
GMan excoriates people for getting their information from Google and then shares idiotic information he found on Google. Yeah, exactly.
Look at it. You can't look at it now, you can look at it a little bit later. But I meant to talk about this on SJ's channel, but my brain was all over the place because
It's not backed up by Veckel.
Like I got to her show late, so... But this is what it says, and I'll read it again for those of you who are coming late. It says the coronavirus, before it reaches the lungs, it remains in the throat for 4 days. Mm-hmm. And at this time, the person begins to cough and have throat pain.
This is why you should wear a mask.
If he drinks water, and if he drinks a lot of water, and gargling with warm water and salt and vinegar eliminates the virus. And spread this information because you can save someone with this information. Very, 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 very interesting, guys. This information here. And I believe I can end my video right now. I can stop talking about this right now, and there'll be more information about how to help yourself with the coronavirus than on most of the atheist channels that are in our community. And that's sad. Why is it more important for an atheist to spend time attacking God, attacking people who believe in God, than it is for them trying to spread information out there that can help people? You want to know why? Because these people in their cognitive dissonance don't understand they're being controlled by demons. Okay, and this is just what they're going to do. If atheists truly...
The problem is, G-Man, the atheists you're talking about aren't just attacking Christians. They're just attacking you. Okay? They're going after you. They're making fun of you. And everybody that makes fun of you must be part of the atheist community that you love to go after so fucking much. And what you're doing is you're spreading misinformation, okay? Now, what you're saying isn't untrue. It's not totally true. It's the same thing as a recruiter. A recruiter isn't going to lie to you, but they're not going to tell you the entire truth. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're not telling the entire truth through your stupid Facebook meme here. All you're saying is that, oh, it eliminates the virus in the throat so you don't have to go to the hospital. That's how people take it. If you want people to... I guarantee you, at this time, there were plenty of channels, plenty of atheists, self-proclaimed atheists that were saying, you know, go get vaccinated when the vaccine comes out, protect yourself, wear a mask, you know, take all these protections and choose your information wisely, and yada yada yada. And they weren't just taking this shit and like how to have a fucking cure-all, because maybe an atheist knows the difference between snake oil and real medicine better than you, G-Man, better than the world's greatest fucking Christian. I don't know. Maybe we'll see in the end.
Really did care about science the way they claimed they championed the cause on, they would be putting information like this out there. They would tell people to still see a doctor and give you some home remedy
SJ. Oh god, SJ. What? Proof you can be dumb as fuck and have a PhD. Yeah, you can be dumb as fuck and still have a fucking
These that you can
PhD.
try and see if it'll help you out. But again, it's more important for these people to tease people.
I still respect Tatum.
Try to get you to commit suicide, put you down, than to offer any words of support at all. I'm getting the usual emails. I'm getting the usual messages. Not one encouraging word about GMan. I hope you don't got coronavirus. GMan, I hope you take my advice regarding science with this and do this and do that and do this. Maybe wear some rubber gloves, put a mask on your face, or maybe try this. None of that from these people. And this is why I'm saying that me, SJ, and the rest of the Christian community are the real champions of science, because we're the ones
SJ,
that's out there actually trying to warn people about what's going on and give a practical advice on what to do.
Who's SJ? I need to know who that is.
We're the ones doing it. I'm subscribed to a lot of YouTube channels. I didn't ever receive the only notification, and this should make you guys embarrassed. The only notification I've ever gotten on this whole coronavirus thingy came from Standing for Christ's YouTube channel. I mean, you think about that a minute. I'm subscribed to Bionic Dance. Okay, I'm subscribed. I ain't gonna tell everybody who I'm subscribed to, but I'm subscribed to a lot of atheists here on the internet. And the only
So the only person on the internet, well, I'd say the one of the people on the internet who is far dumber than you, straight up told you, hey, I have a bunch of information on this new deadly virus, because this is March 22nd, 2020. March of 2020. Alright? So it's almost 2022 now. There was very, very little information on this virus. Very little information at this point. People were still freaking out, and this is where a lot of this misinformation comes from. Is idiots like fucking Shani, who are just like, I gotta broadcast fucking everything, and saying I've been a healthcare professional for 20 years. No, you haven't. You 20 years ago you changed bedpans. You got fired for it, or fired for fucking up and streaming while on the fucking job. You dumb piece of shit. This is how this shit happens. This is how it fucking spreads. And all of the people that he's naming were probably smart enough to be like, whoa, I'm not going to say anything because, well, one, my channel's probably going to get shut down for misinformation. And two, I'm spreading misinformation. Like, I don't actually know what I'm talking about. This shit's too new. We don't know a whole lot. So maybe we should focus on something a little bit different. Not only that, but it's still March of 2020. There's still a lot of shit going on with January 6th and all that. So people are probably still covering a bit of that. Oh man, SJ is a Christian apologist. Oh, that sounds fun. Have you noticed that he has not been publicly talking to Veckel and True E on any streams lately? I wonder if any of those two lazy people to move out of his house or move into his house has anything to do with that. I wonder. Well, I wonder if it has anything to do with him streaming from a basement as well. It's interesting. Interesting questions. A lot of interesting questions we got. Oopsie. Practical advice is see a doctor, wear your mask, follow the advice of your fucking doctor. Fucking Christ, don't gargle vinegar and other shit. No. It might soothe your throat, but it's not going to cure you. Don't inject anything into you at all. S.J. Thompson is the very definition of the word yenta. Just check out her calls to the atheist experience. Oh, God. I'll have to watch it on my own time, because I know atheist experience does not like people playing their stuff.
Person that's got it in the title of their videos is Shani. But the atheist community are supposed to be the people that care about biology, chemistry, zoology, and all these other scientific topics. You guys don't care about those things.
Well, let's fucking talk about them. Well, I tried to talk to you, G-Man. I tried to talk to you about geology, and you kept fucking stomping me out. And then you brought Shani in to try and fucking talk to me, and she made even less sense because she's a fucking idiot. Oh, by the way, that's a good idea. Somebody send me the I think somebody probably already did. What was that thing? Who's the one when they came with the Bukkake Earth theory or whatever it was? Nephilim free. If anybody has that theory, please fucking send it to me, because I really got to read that and go over it from my limited geology perspective. But at the same time, that aside, G-Man, I tried to talk to you about geology, and you fucking tried to just shut me out. You wouldn't listen. You don't pay attention to anybody. You don't take any information in. I still don't have the answer to the question, what was the maximum elevation of land at the time? Because that really does matter. It matters when you, especially when you have to add in the displacement of the arc. Because if the arc displaces too much water and the elevation is too high, it's gonna run aground. And we don't want that with an arc full of all of the animals that are going to repopulate the fucking Earth. I'm just saying. What's going on, Sydney? Oh. What's going on, Sydney? How you doing? Oh, alright. How sweet. Everybody welcome Sydney. Let's get some, let's get some pastries in the chat for Sydney. I said Shani. Sorry. I'm gonna inject 2 weed because you said that. No injecting the weeds. You can't, no injecting weeds.
And this is what I'm trying to get you atheists, like you Aries 106, some of the other atheists that are gonna be watching this later. I'm trying to get you guys to understand something here. If you truly cared about science, and you want other people to care about science, don't you think it would be wise for you to practice what you preach? Like that Barry White song. You keep telling me this and telling me that. Practice what you preach. And that's what you guys need to do.
All right, ladies. Go ahead. Take a few minutes. Change your panties. I know. Must be soaked. Grab a mop. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know that was coming. I didn't realize Gary was gonna sing to us all. I mean, I'm pushing my pillow up a little bit, but you know, I'm actually straight, so that doesn't really affect me too much. But yeah, ladies, sorry. Go ahead, take a quick minute, change your pants. I'll wait if you'd like. Actually, I need to change the music. Let's see. I want royalty free. Actually, I have to pee again. Susan's all dumb. That drinks dog hair. This is not all true. More white bad audio. It's not totally true. Yeah, you know what? I do drink dog hair sometimes. But that'll be insane. That aside.
No emails from any of these atheists. You would think they would do a ceasefire and say, you know, G-Man, I just want to say I hope you're okay. Hope you don't get the coronavirus. Listen, I know you don't like science that much, G-Man. Could you please just practice doing this and this and this so that the rest of the world won't catch it if you got it or whatever. And if you don't want to get it, G-Man, I've done some reading and some research. We know you don't like science that much, and you can do these things.
What?
Jesus the Lord said drag needs to be in the lab finding a cure for the corona, for the corona dragon. But I can't show you any emails of people sending this to me.
That a little too much.
I don't have one email. One of these people sending this kind of information to me. Thank God I went to S.J. Thomas's YouTube channel today. And we got to talk about this in the Christian world.
Thank you so much.
I personally believe that we can use this crisis to win people to Jesus Christ, to do good to people. If you don't have any alcohol, and I do, I will give it to you. You don't have toilet paper, I'll give it to you. If you don't have hand sanitizer.
Oh shit! Did you hear that? G-Man bringing the booze. G-Man said, no, it ain't BYOB. It's I'ma bring the B. Hell yeah, fucking sweet, G-Man. Thank you, appreciate it. I mean, I can't have any. I got medicine, but yeah, that'd be cool, dude.
And I happen to have it, or I know you can get it at a good price. I'll send you in that direction. If you're $1 short of getting a hand sanitizer and you can prove it, I'll donate the $1 so that you can go get it, because I want you to understand the love of God.
Of course I would, Mango. Mango's a peach.
You understand what I'm saying? But the atheist community, they keep doing the same thing. Like, I wasn't on YouTube on 9/11.
When are we gonna talk science?
I can only imagine what it was like.
Come on, you're making.
Yeah, I don't see nobody else on here talking about it. I just don't. I don't see any atheists talking about this. I know Christians are talking about this. We're talking about it from a prophetic standpoint.
From a prophetic standpoint, maybe that's your problem, dude. Maybe that's your fucking issue, you dumb piece of shit. Maybe you're finding all of these videos and being like, oh, I need to watch this because it's a Christian. Oh, I need to watch this because they're religious. Oh, I need to watch this because they're talking, against the Jesuits. And then that hits on the algorithm, and then it just keeps coming into your shit. And you're not watching the videos of people being like, hey, get vaccinated when we can, and protect yourself and others, and you can skip the 4th of July. You don't have to do it if you don't need to, blah 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 blah, all that good shit, because it's not going into your fucking feed. It would not surprise me if GMan just doesn't understand how the fucking algorithm works at this point. He still doesn't understand how any of his production should work. We saw that yesterday in the last fucking video, because he was using his speakers through his microphone instead of just playing the goddamn audio and muting his mic, and just doing that. I don't know if you can actually do push to talk on here. I'm pretty sure you can. Instead of doing that, he just decided to fucking play it out and play it out through his speakers, and then play it through his fucking microphone. So don't trust GMan with a goddamn thing, let alone whether that be science, religion, technology, production, I don't know, celebrity. It doesn't really matter. He can't get right. GMan can't do shit right, dude. Yo, what's going on, Irish Stew? How you been?
SJ, I should probably let you know something about GTV.
Everybody say what's up to Irish Stew. Let's get some stews in the chat for Irish Stew. I actually forgot about taking opiates and had a beer while cooking in one of my cooking videos. Oh man, yeah, I have not had any alcohol at all since like last Sunday, and it's pretty nice. It's pretty good, but I just hate I hate these opiates, man. That's why I've been cutting them into like little cubes right before I go to sleep. Not cubes, but like quarters. Quarters, and then going to bed, because it just helps me sleep. Oops, excuse me. GMan speaks prophetic outlook. What everyday people hear equals bullshit. Yeah, anybody with even the layman's understanding of the world they can see that GMan is full of shit.
Yeah, sure. The majority of the atheists that are subscribed to this YouTube channel are the drama bunch. And Jesus is Lord, by the way. Jesus is Lord and SJ. I'm going to give you guys mods if you don't got it, to make them behave, because once they see a mod here, they'll watch what they got. They'll watch what they say. So SJ, just give me a minute. I'm going to make you a mod. I should have bended this. Oh, Lord. Hold on. Let me go here. Hold on. Because if I mod the wrong person, then I won't be able to.
Same. I hate. Oh, the worst part about it is the pain waking me up during sleep, and I luckily didn't have that. I haven't had that the last few times I've slept, but yeah, it is pretty bad. The important thing is to like eat a lot of food. Like, I've been eating a lot of food. In fact, I'm gonna make more later. I'm probably gonna make I know what I'm gonna make later on, and just pound it and probably sleep a little bit more. Have a lot of nutritious food. I got a bunch of fresh fruit. I got a bunch of like fat and stuff. I got some sweets and whatnot. But I also got protein. I got carbs and everything. So I'm eating healthy, and it's helped me heal. And yeah, everybody check out Irish Stew. Irish Stew is not only great with music. It was Mr. All It Know the other day. Yeah, that was Irish Stew who did the intro music for the pre-roll. And if you were wondering if that was you're like, is that Jimmy or is that a cover? Yeah, that's how good he is. So yeah, everybody check out Irish Stew. He's a great dude. But yeah, let's continue with this.
Won't let me do it. What? Okay, so later on I'm gonna have to make you a mod, SJ. I don't know why they won't let me do it. This is interesting.
Actually, you know what?
All right, and Jesus is Lord, I wanted to make you a mod. I don't know what's going on here, why I can't do it, but I'll do it next time. But the champions of science is, the champions of science in this regard, Christians. I believe Christians talk about real science. We talk about biogenesis, how life comes from life. We can.
All right, I have to use the latrine before I delve into this. So I wanna put on a video. Let me put on something funny. Maybe not Alpha Genesis. I don't know. I want to see Alpha Genesis freak out. Jill is such a troll. I've never met Jill in real life. Like I've ever come across him anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Online. So, I don't know. Oh, this free speech. Oh God. Yeah, we're not gonna watch that. Man, I just need something. Actually, you know what? I have Irish stew music. Why don't I just play that? See how long it is. I saw it in here. Bathtub truck. Shanny can't cook for shit. Ooh. 2 seconds or 2 minutes? I think it's 2 minutes. Oh no. No, I can't play that for you guys for 2 minutes. I don't. There's no way. Alright, here, I know what to do. Here we go. I just gotta go. Yeah, Kitboga. I love me some Kitboga. Yeah, we gotta get through the Irish stew. Damn it, why don't I just click the link? It's in the description. I don't know how to do that. Shit. Stu, send me your link. Man, I love those calls. Yeah, me too. Hold on. I know what to do. Idiot. Yeah. Better be fucking subscribed. Where you at? I don't see you. Did you make new music? Is that what happened? I don't know, this is so interesting, guys. Where the fuck are you? Why are you not in my subs? Anyway. Alright. I gotta give you guys something. So, well, I'm just gonna put on the fucking Sleepy Puppies because I'm running out of time to actually make something interesting. There we go. So I'll be right back.
It's alright if you don't love me, 'cause I can find someone new. I'm not lost without you. Hello, my name is Chris Durham. Welcome to the Chris Durham Music Channel. So before I play today's improvisation, I thought I'd share a couple of silly little clips with you. The first one should be probably entitled How to Get Yourself Kicked Out of the Church Music Group by Playing a Little Song About the Garden of Eden. And the other two are just requests that I've gotten in the past. Somebody once said to me, "Can you play me some Deep Purple?" So I said yes.
I don't know really how to feel about this first world problem of yours, carnivoracy. Although yes, I'm sorry. At least hopefully it's a good desk. That's all I want to say. Oh, I did a little too much with my hand there. Alright, yes, and that was Chris Durham playing in the background. Thank you for sticking around, everybody. I apologize for all that dead air, but I really had to go. Maybe if you believe in hard enough, it'll fit. Yeah, just use the GMan.
And rationally sit back and
GMan
explain to you
process.
how God can be in our worldview while talking about the Big Bang at the same time, because we can get into causation, or like SJ did earlier when she talked about the Kalam cosmological argument.
Is he gonna?
You know what I mean?
Entire...
We can do these things, and then we can give you evidence. We can literally give you something that you can practice or look at in your own home to see whether or not what we're saying is true or not, and we will make logical sense doing it. What doesn't make logical sense is when you guys go so far and start lying to people, and I'm going to argue strictly from my worldview, or at least telling other people from your worldview, I'll do it that way, that we're related to grapes and coconuts and orangutans. You know what I mean? I don't share a common ancestor.
Spell orangutan. Everybody in the chat spell orangutan.
So we're fruits and vegetables. I have similarities to these fruits and vegetables because I have a common designer.
No, G-Man. I'm not gonna. All right, let's.
But I'm not like a relative of these things. There are clear differences between me and grapes. I can assure you of that.
The Kalam.
Big differences between me and grapes.
God?
For example, I can
I
actually
don't
think.
know what that means.
You know what I mean? I can actually reason.
You guys would have liked to help
I don't
me
think
out.
grapes can
There's
do
a,
that.
link there.
And I don't
Buy
think
some merch.
cats and
I would
dogs can do
appreciate
that
it.
either. So I'll ask the atheist community directly while I'm looking at the live chat here. I would like to know from you guys, why don't you guys talk about the coronavirus? If you guys care so much.
Thank you. There's only one G in the word orangutan. It's not orangutan. Fucking that it's really obnoxious to me.
About what's going on in our world, which you clearly don't.
I don't know.
Let me just keep it 100% real here. I have no idea what's going on over there in Texas from watching Drag Channel regarding the.
How many of you were on your phone though?
Coronavirus thing. You want to know why? It's more. It doesn't make him money.
Oops.
He would rather make a YouTube video teasing a Christian. You're not going to hear Positively Godless talking about this stuff. You're not going to hear Aries 106 and some of these other atheists talking about it.
Dude, are you just gonna? Are you gonna actually talk about any science, or are you gonna just bitch about how nobody's saying the shit that you want them to say?
You don't know how many sick people has touched that money. Notice this. A lot of you atheists think that Christians are going to be real quick to, Lord, please protect me from the coronavirus. Yes, we do pray, and we do ask God to protect us from the coronavirus. Yes, we will pray. But we're also practical as well. I have rubber gloves. I have masks, but to be honest, I haven't used the mask one time.
Fuck you are.
I haven't been outside my house with rubber gloves on once yet either. I keep my distance when it comes to other people, and I don't try to make physical contact with a lot of people right now with everything that's going on.
Let's see.
And this quarantine actually makes me happy. Just think about that a minute. Let that set in your head, because you know the federal government is probably going to see this. It makes you happy, huh? What if this goes on for the next 6 months to a year, Aries 106? You do have family, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, and I want my family to live, you dumb fuck. Again, this is back in 2020, but still, that's the whole fucking point. We wouldn't be where we are now if motherfuckers didn't listen to GMan. That's the problem. GMan, stop with the fucking bullshit-ass conspiracy theories. That's what harms people. That's what people have a fucking issue with. That's why nobody wants to fucking talk with you. Because you go into these weird-ass conspiracy theories. Oh, the government loves you in quarantine. Yeah. Maybe they do. Who gives a fuck? Quarantine makes me happy. You know why? Because I don't like being around people. I'm introverted. That's me. The government probably really doesn't like people being, dead. Because, if you hadn't noticed, the government kind of functions on, like, people. So if they want you in quarantine, then yeah, and if it takes a year, then yeah, they're going to want you to be in quarantine because it'll keep you alive so that you can continue to function for the government. Maybe that's why. That's why quarantine is actually a good thing, G-Man. A lot of us in the United States didn't actually fucking get that. We didn't get time off. We didn't get, pay like that. It didn't work out. It didn't work out for us because our government is greedy as shit. And idiots like you wanted everybody to go out and be like, oh, you need to be with your family and huddle together and pray to Jesus. No, you just said that you stay away from people, but yet you're willing to go and just be around your family and shit. Go fuck yourself. God, you're such a fucking hypocrite, and you're even more of an idiot than you are a hypocrite. What's going on, Blaine? Hi, Ben. The straw man arguments G-Man creates are astounding. There's something over there on their own, man. I don't know how to phrase that. It's been going for a year and a half, for fuck's sake, G-Man. Yeah, thanks to motherfuckers like G-Man. That's why I'm a truck driver, so I have to deal with people most of the day unless I want to. Yeah, I'm not a customer service kind of person. I don't like people, I don't like talking to people too much, so I work manufacturing. Being in quarantine has been nice. It really hasn't changed too much in my life except fucking up my sleep schedule for the worst. Yeah, that's about it. That's about all it's done for most people that I know that actually went through quarantine. It's just like, yeah, it just kind of like it made a lot of people realize that, well, they can work from home. That's why a lot of companies are freaking out. It's like, well, we have to bring people back. But why? You don't. Just invest in the infrastructure to make sure that they can work at home and take care of their kids. Other than that, provide some daycare. Gary doesn't pay any taxes, so he's useless. Yes, thank you. Gary doesn't pay any taxes because Gary works under the table. Thank you for not paying your taxes, you fucking piece of shit. I thought I was the only one who enjoyed social distancing. Good to know there are others. Yeah, there's plenty of us.
Like, I'm being serious here. You do have a mother and a father. You have siblings, right? You have cousins, right? You do love them and care for them, right? Do you think it makes them happy to be quarantined, Aries 106?
Probably. Actually, you know what? My mom was more than happy to be like, oh, I'm glad you're taking care of yourself and you're staying away. And I went and saw my mom last Thanksgiving, and I sat out on the porch, and we had Thanksgiving dinner through the screen door, and took a bunch home, and it was fine. Because guess what? I get to see my mom again this year. That's the whole point. You're being selfish. That's I haven't said a word to anyone for 5 days. Well, yeah, you should. That's on. I mean, that's up to you, and that's fine. You don't have to say anything to anybody. You don't have to do anything, especially if you're in quarantine. Who gives a fuck? It's up to you. Some people enjoy it. I don't enjoy the fact that I can't work, but I do enjoy the fact that being at home, I can actually get a bunch of shit done. And I can do this, and this is actually a good outlet for me. It helps me out with my boredom, my inability to fucking do a lot, because I am really limited. Like I said, I can't even wash most of my dishes. Not most, some of my dishes. But shit, what was I gonna say? Yeah, G-Man, you You wanting to go and see your family during this time when people are actually, we know so little about the virus. Again, this is March 22nd, 2020 is when this video was made, when he streamed this shit. You wanting to go out and see your family while we know so little about this virus and we have so little protection other than just stay away from people, wear a mask, sanitize your hands, and, eat healthy to boost your immune system. You wanting to do that is one of the most selfish fucking things in the world. You are a selfish prick, and telling other people to do it is sadistic. You're an asshole for doing that, because all you're trying to do is tell people to go out and harm their family members, potentially kill their family members. At a time when the only thing we had at this time was symptom management. People were just dying in droves. This is what I mean when I say, anti-vaxxers love dead Americans. Because at this point, it's beyond GMan. At this point, it's malicious intent. This is just fucking stupidity. Don't attribute to malice, which you can easily attribute to stupidity. This is fucking stupidity at the highest fucking level. And it's selfishness. All you're telling people to do is think about themselves. Fuck you, GMan. Start thinking about other people. You want to rag on all these atheists in the atheist community. Oh, they don't do anything. They're not talking about this and that. All you're talking about is a bunch of bullshit and how to fucking hurt people. You're giving all of the wrong information. Who's doing the most harm, GMan? You! You fucking idiot. You selfish ass prick. God damn. And I guarantee motherfuckers in your family think the same way. They probably got your information and they were probably like, oh, that makes fucking sense. And they were spreading the virus themselves. And that's why we're at where we're at. I'm still wearing a fucking mask indoors. I'm vaccinated. I'm probably going to have to get a booster shot along with my flu shot. Thanks a lot, GMan. I really appreciate the fact that you're so selfish. You want to go ahead and just spread the virus and make sure it mutates in as many people as possible, so that as few people get treated in our shitty ass healthcare system as possible, and they take your shitty fucking home remedies and your B17, slowly asphyxiate themselves and take oxygen away from your brain. You're kind of like Jesse Lee Peterson. You're what happens when people spend too much time in low oxygen environments. Jesus Christ. GMan and his family was pro-socially distancing themselves from GMan long before the virus. That's good. Anti-everything. Anti-existence. Don't be that. Don't be anti-everything. I hate listening to this shit. My dad works at the hospital because I had chemo and I'm considered high risk. I wasn't allowed near him for a whole lockdown, mate. Yeah, my brother had a serious incident where he had to have his own surgery, and I had to leave work and stuff, but I had to go take care of his family, and only his wife was allowed in there, and we had no fucking idea what was going on because, well, she could only communicate so much, and coming from the doctors who weren't doing the greatest at that point, we didn't know a whole lot, so it was really actually fucking scary, and I was only allowed to have one person for my procedure, and I was actually really nervous. I was like, man, maybe I didn't know who to take. I was like, maybe I should ask a friend, my mom, and my mom was like, after I got this wrapped up the first time, my mom was like, why don't you meet me and my friend for dinner? And I was just like, absolutely the fuck not. Why would I go from the hospital to dinner with two elderly women? That makes no fucking sense at all when we still have a pandemic, and it makes no sense to me when I can critically think, unlike GMan, who made this shit possible. The fact that I can't go have a fucking burger and a beer with my mom and one of her friends after, getting wrapped up, thanks to this dipshit. Because he doesn't want to get vaccinated. He thinks the government is spying on him during quarantine. If the government wanted to spy on you, they'll do it. You're on camera all the fucking time, you dipshit. You know you have a phone in your pocket all the fucking time, moron. They don't have to put a microchip in a vaccine because it's in your pocket. You bought it. Jesus fucking Christ, man. There's no more dumb than fucking GMan. I should have started this stream later, man. What's going on, everybody? Hit that like button. If we hit the 48 likes point, I will show you me at my peak. I
Okay.
actually have to send it myself.
If you say so.
Again. Sorry, folks.
Well, most people that interact
Hit
on
like
YouTube are
button.
antisocial. I'm not antisocial. I'll talk to, listen, about if I knew one of you in real life, you know what I mean? Like when I cut my computer off, I would probably go to your house and hang with you and do something with you, unless you was a dragoon. But if you're a dragoon, I wouldn't trust you as far as I can throw you.
What?
Because you guys have the reputation of just being.
But what qualifies somebody as a dragoon, man? You never really I don't think you really understand. Is people who comment in Drag's channel? Is it people who are in his Discord? Is it people who listen to Drag? Is it people who like elaborate on Drag? Is everything okay, Sydney? If you don't feel comfortable telling everybody, let us know. I hope everything's all right. Wait, hold on. Ken Hovind, an upright Christian figure, was arrested for assaulting his wife, the Holy Hand of Jesus. Yeah, maybe. He had that, gave her the old, Catholic treatment. We don't do anything to help, yet everyone I work with for human rights is vaccinated, gets regularly tested, won't meet up if anyone feels ill, but we are hurting people according to GMan. Yeah, GMan's ass backwards. She just wanted to feed her boy. Yeah. Fucking, thanks to people like GMan, we all have to unnecessarily suffer thanks to people like GMan, yes. If the military can't track their own troops in Warzone, what makes people think shrink down? We'll shrink down tracking technology and inject it into people. Yeah, like, it's a motherfucker to get lost in a Warzone. Kind of been there. Not really, totally. All hail the Dragon Lord. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on in New York, guys? Can we get some dragons in the chat? Appreciate that. Dragon with an extra Dragoon. About Hannah. What's going on? He is anti-vax and her and told her that none of it got vaccination. 90 days later she was going. I'm really sorry. Oh, hold on. My ex-husband told my mother that it is basically her fault that Hannah died. He is anti-vax and he told her that none of it. I got vaccination at 90 days. She was. That's awful. I'm so sorry to hear that. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it's not G-Man. It's not you who you're affecting. It's somebody else. When you fuck up, you could really hurt or kill somebody else. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And she's living through this, and she's not the only person that I know that's going through this. You know, there are people that I know personally that I've actually talked with in person that are going through this, and again, at this point, it's malice. It's not stupidity. It's straight up just malice. And it doesn't make sense to I don't know. I don't understand how so many people, especially the motherfuckers who are like, I'm a real American, I'm a patriot, and veterans and all of these conservatives, especially all of the anti-vax motherfuckers who are like, yeah, we're hard charged, we're gonna take on the government. All of these motherfuckers, none of them can see at any point how any of their actions affect anyone else. That's it. They're so fucking self-absorbed, they're so entitled to their own bullshit that they can't see at any point how not getting vaccinated, how not wearing your mask, how fucking driving too big of a fucking truck can affect everyone else. They're so fucking entitled. They're so fucking selfish. It's disgusting. So basically, when Hannah got vaccinated, 90 days later, she was gone. It's pretty much my ex-husband saying it's my mother's fault. She got vaccinated, and 90 days later, she was gone. That's not mother's fault. No, that's not at all true. It's not the vaccine. It's not the vaccine at all. And if you think it's the vaccine, there have been 0 reported deaths from the vaccine. So no, that is 100% untrue. And like, there's malicious intent behind all the misinformation that people like GMan spread. Malicious intent behind the anti-vax and anti-mask pieces of shit. All of them deserve whatever they get. Yeah, and the unfortunate part about that is, like, again, those aren't the people that get affected. It's everybody else. It's everybody else, G-Man. You fucking asshole. You know, said I was just seeing what Exxon was doing. It's okay. Sorry. I just think it's ridiculous, and it's just one more example of exactly how G-Man's bullshit came around, and now it's affecting people who have no real world connection to him. This all could have been because G-Man decided not to wear a mask, or not put over his fucking nose, or not blow his fucking nose, and instead blew it on the ground like a fucking child. Jesus fucking Christ. You're a piece of shit, G-Man.
Destructive.
This is why I don't want to fucking talk to you. Not just because, you know, you put me in the fucking green room like a little bitch.
Here nor there. So why would you say that, Aries 106? That quarantine makes you happy? What about your family, man? How do you think they feel? Don't you want to go get out your house and make some money? Have a great night at home. God bless us.
You can make money at home. You can make money at home. Seriously, I put it out. I put a community post out there. Reposted what's his face, Lucas Werner, saying he'll give for $50. He'll do something or other. I don't know. I remember it. It doesn't matter. But for $5, you know, in my Cash App, I'll review whatever video you want, and that could be a mistake because I didn't put a link. But anyway. And yeah, you can make money at home. I'm stuck at home. I'm trying to do my best to make money. There's the Etsy store down there. You guys will get something for your money. And the people I mentioned before that may not have gotten something for their money, I really want them to contact me so that they actually get it. They actually get what they paid for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what's going on, TIE Fighter Jet? Yeah, G-Man again. People use the fucking VAERS list to show how bad the vaccine is, without telling people that symptoms on the VAERS list are self-reported by people. Yeah, the VAERS list is not accurate at all. Don't trust it, because it's not. It's just people calling and be like, yeah, I had this after I got the vaccine, and it's like. I had body aches and fatigue for like 2 days, and then that was it. I was fine. I had no issues. Like, it doesn't it didn't affect me that. I don't believe in what my ex-husband said. He actually is one who actually mentally abused me for 20 years, so I don't believe him. Yeah, he can go fuck himself too. And like, yeah, I just don't let's. Yeah, he can go fuck himself. Let's focus on the fact that neither your ex-husband nor G-Man are to be trusted on this subject. Let's just say that. So, we can at least have that a little bit. People reported good night's sleep on the VAERS list. Like, fuck me. Alright.
God bless.
cause Sarah Jobs. There we go.
Why would people think that being in quarantine is good? What if this happens for the next month or the next 2 months? And then they tell you that you can't go outside, because that's what's coming. When they start telling you that you can't leave your house. Is that going to make you happy too? To be stuck in your house all day? I mean, seriously, you might as well go to prison if that's the case. Oh, that's right, that's coming too.
Here we go with prison camps. Go fuck yourself, G-Man.
Says,
happened?
don't know about Aries, but my brother is doing it voluntarily, and I'm supporting it because it's the right thing for the kids. I ain't got a problem with that. I mean, I agree with you. If a person's sick, quarantine yourself. And if you're not sick and you want to get away from the public, then quarantine yourself. But please understand that there is the possibility that most of the population might be forced to be quarantined because of how, not so much because of the virus, but because of how people are behaving and how people are not taking this very seriously. You know, China is dealing with this very similar to how we're dealing with it right now. When they tell you you can't go outside, if you go outside and the National Guard is outside, they're going to lock you up.
Yeah, China is...
This is very serious.
G-Man, shut the fuck up. That never happened. That never fucking happened. People went outside all the fucking time. People were free to move about. There was none of that. None of this shit happened. You're such a fucking liar. None of that shit happened, and it's completely different in China because, yeah, the Chinese have, like, mobile cremation vans and shit like that. The Chinese government reported on itself and said, oh, yeah, we have, like, 0 deaths this month. Do you really believe that shit? No. Nobody fucking believes that. G-Man. Yeah, you're the idiot that believes the Chinese government. Fuck the Chinese government. Yeah, let's... God, he's so goddamn tough. Ooh.
You've never really qualified what constitutes a dragoon. It's about as vague as kind with you guys. It is the people that watch his videos, his Patreon sponsors, people that super chat him. It's all of the above, but the most important quality about the dragoons is they believe everything that comes out of his mouth. I've never seen a dragoon really confront Dragnut in public about some of the things that comes out of his mouth. Gee, what?
That's because nobody has... The people that listen to Dragnut oftentimes don't really have a problem with what comes out of his mouth. And if they do have a problem with what comes out of his mouth, then if they take him to task on it, they better be right about it. But it's usually some asshole like you using a sock account, or one of your simps using a sock account, and being like, you're wrong about G-Man. The haters were going after Vaughn. You don't know what you're talking about. You know, no, it's not Shanny's fault, you know, the kids live like that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it fucking was. That's the whole problem. You just don't understand what it's like to actually have a conversation with anybody. So you end up where you end up, which is getting made fun of by Drag while getting paranoid about whether or not he has fucking telekinetic powers to control people to go into your fucking chat, G-Man.
What do you think about Christians telling everyone that this is God's judgment on unbelievers? One is Rocket Dash. This is what I honestly believe about this. I believe that prophetically, God is judging the non-believing world, but he's also telling the church that it's time to wake up. Because a lot of us have been lulled to sleep. A lot of us think that being a Christian is wearing our best suits.
Yeah, we're not quarantining right.
You know, and going to church.
Mr.
I was talking about
no. Yeah, Mr. None of it, no. Just saying.
SJ about this earlier on her YouTube channel. And by the way, check out SJ Thomas's YouTube channel when we got together talking about the Christian point of view of the coronavirus.
Uh-oh.
But
somebody get time.
A lot of us got this idea that if we dress up in a suit and we go to church and we're blowing smoke up each other's behind. Like, how was your week? Oh, my week was so perfect. Now. Too blessed to be depressed. Everything's okay with my life. And we think by going to church and doing that, and then when church service is over, going right back to the sins that we were doing before we went to church, that's somehow something that God wants us to do. I believe that God is using
we don't do that here.
Is using this as a wake-up call for us as Christians. And then 2, he's judging the non-believing world. He's calling them into repentance too. Fuck. Some are going to respond and some aren't. Seriously? Most aren't.
Seriously, Google?
So, And right now, a lot of churches aren't even fellowshipping right now, and everybody feel weird because they're not doing their routine every Sunday. The church is a organism. It is a population of people that make up the body of Christ who follows after Christ. We can have church on the phone. We can have church via YouTube video. I can bring 10 people into a Zoom hangout and we can fellowship that way. You don't necessarily got to be in a building.
Okay, so what's the... why can't you do that with your family? Why can't you do that with your family? Why can't you do that with your job? Why can't you do that to make money? If you're going to be able to do it as, if you're going to be able to go to church over Zoom, why can't you go with your family to dinner over Zoom? Why can't, why can't I set up my mom with, Zoom or StreamYard or something like that so we can all have, like, a family dinner and shit like that? Why not? Tell me that, G-Man. I really need you to, give me that... Give me that answer, because you don't seem to... You kind of contradicted the rest of your fucking video. Well, at least that part of it. The rest of your
in order to bring glory to God.
Argument.
Or to worship Him. So, I believe it's a wake-up call, personally. And I believe it's a very good thing that's happening from a Christian point of view. In the sense that this is a phenomenal opportunity to preach the gospel.
Ironically, his Twitter put out that COVID isn't dangerous a few days later. Yeah.
So when people out of these Israelites, when people out of these cults.
That's hilarious, because, Herman Cain, for those who don't know, died of COVID. And if you don't know who Herman Cain is, he's the 999 guy. Flat tax. He was an idiot. Ran for president.
And even wake up some atheists to the fact that God exists.
Because of COVID. And because of misinformation that he spread that it was similar to what G-Man's spreading.
And I believe we should take full advantage of this. Like I said, if I have...
Mango Jones, I do Skype sessions with my mom and Oma so we can get together and have meals. It's nice. Yeah, there's nothing really wrong with it.
I'm going to be like, listen...
If you feel uncomfortable with it, that's one thing, but you can get over that as long as you're spending time with your family. Like, I'm sure they would appreciate it. Sure, everyone here has at least some kind of technical skill. I know G-Man doesn't because, well, we've seen your production, G-Man, and it fucking sucks. So...
You don't got no water in the name of Jesus.
Whatever, the technical skill to be able to
take this
Skype
brother
or
in the name of Jesus.
Zoom with their family.
Give Him the praise. Don't even thank me. You know what I mean? And that should be our attitude with this whole thing. Me too on this rocket dodge. I believe that about the church for a long time. It's one of the most irritating thing about it. But one thing I do love about the church, and I will never ever stop loving this about the church, and
24. Yeah, let's get to 24 likes.
And that's the ability to serve. Under a pastor that's actually doing what God told him to do. Absolutely love it. I'll do anything He tells me to do. He wants me to go out there and shovel some dirt, I'll do it. He wants me to go out there and pass out some tracks, I'll do it. He wants me to sweep and clean the church. If I'm deemed worthy to do it, I will do it. You know what I mean? A lot of atheists don't understand this, but I can put it in a way that they can understand it. It's kind of like you are a guest on the Atheist Experience.
It's a good way to get somebody to do something is to deem them worthy of it. I mean, that really works. That works really well with kids. Be like, hey man, I got a really big job for you. Do you think you can? Get a mop bucket for me? Do you think you can mop the kitchen floor? Just stand there with a beer and watch him. Be like, you gotta get that corner until they actually fucking make it happen. It'd be really easy to do with G-Man. Like, hey, we gotta clean the kitchen. It'd be real easy for you to do it, and do you think you're worthy of doing it, G-Man? Cleaning God's kitchen? Just fucking taking advantage of him? I think it would actually be pretty funny. He says here science isn't important. Meanwhile today he's walking around with cream on his back. Yeah, he's walking around with cream on his back and a bunch of medication from the hospital that he went to that probably COVID tested him to make sure he didn't have the virus and gave him a mask and, gave him all the protections that he's talking about. And they had everything there for him. And now he's just like, well, the science, you don't need science for that. You need God. God's the one that protected me. Well, you should probably go thank your doctors because they might be a little pissed off at you. Especially at the fact that you soiled all of the shit that was in that cabinet. Not the walk-in, but the coat cabinet that you were sitting in. See, it's interesting. And we'll go to this in a second. I want to show this. I can English real good sometimes. Should I forget what I was going to do? Alright, never mind. I don't need to do that. Like on the stream makes me happy. It makes Mango Jones happy. Hit the like button. I can't English real good. But let's look at something real quick. I'll turn this one off. Alright. I want to show you guys something. High speed. Oh, I went to the... It was right there. Idiot! Cleaning toilets and sweeping up garbage, I'm not worthy. Sorry. Not in the church, at least, Mr. Allitt, no. Alright, listen.
And like Alexandra, she struck my channel twice one day. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. And then like
Don't listen to the words, just listen to the aesthetic.
GMan is mad and shit, and I think they're gonna get together and they're gonna start like fucking with me, y'all. So I'm in this closet because I'm safe in this closet. And I'm not coming out this closet.
All right. So as you guys may have noticed, there was a bit of an echo because, well, Ms. Parker was doing that as a parody. She was doing it in her house, and she was probably
Hello,
either
my gentle and modern.
Shut the fuck up. She was either like in a closet or in her bathroom or whatever. I don't know where she was. It was whatever she said. It was kind of funny. But let's listen to G-Man's closet video. Why not? Let's listen to the difference between the two.
To get me to talk about them, but I was healed from. But I don't know. I was painting someone's hallway over in Maryland, and I turned around to my left.
So close to your
my
face.
I heard my back pop.
Why is it so close to your face, dude? How close is it to Miss Parker's face? Huh? Wow, that's interesting. It's almost like Miss Parker has some space in that closet, and that might be why the why there's an echo. Thank you, Miss Parker, for creating this. That's interesting that there's this echo, and she has space to be able to light a cigarette. Weird, G-Man. So, G-Man, why don't you come here and tell me why you're so close
I don't know how to
your
describe
camera?
it, but my upper
One,
body.
why are you so close to your camera there, Mr. fucking Dolphin Teeth? And two, why is there no echo? What kind of closet is this? What kind of closet do you find in a hospital? And if you look at my previous stream that I did with Vila Vendetta, you'll see it's a coat closet. It's where they store like the pee bottles and the extra blankets and rubber gloves and shit. And it's just a cabinet with wheels on it. They can be easily moved. The one that was in my room said like nurses only, please. But it didn't have anything harmful in there. I don't think it was locked up or anything. So G-Man is sitting in a goddamn coat closet. This just kind of solidifies it a little bit more. Echo, echo, echo. G-Man has
Felt
no
like
echo.
it was about to detach from my lower body, and it was just really weak, so I could barely stand up. I was only holding my...
I don't know why I closed that.
And like Alexandra, I'm pretty sure some shit's about to go down tonight.
There we go. So if anybody was wondering where G-Man was in this closet, if you're ever wondering why, there's no like hospital sounds, he must be outside or something, where could he be? He was in a fucking coat closet. He took all of the shit out of there, soiled all of the sterile pee bottles and the clean sheets and rubber gloves and everything with his dumb dirty ass, and ended up climbing in there, and we don't know whether he got caught for that or not. So he probably put everything back, and the nurses were just like, okay, whatever. There would be hospital noises. See, I didn't really like have a whole lot in it when I was there, because I was there very recently, I didn't have a whole hell of a lot of hospital noises. Because, like, I mean, I was in the operating area, like the pre-op area. So when I got down to, like, the operating area, yeah, there was a whole hell of a lot more. But not when I was, like, upstairs chilling. The most noise that I heard was actually from watching Star Trek, which there's a really good couple episodes that I watched that I really want to get back to. Yeah, this is a good screenshot. Anybody want to take that screenshot? I do. I'm gonna do it. The screenshot this shit real quick. What are we at? All right. Yeah, whatever. There we go. Less editing from me. Thank you, GMan. Save that right there. Boopity boop. Let's move along.
And they need volunteers to like.
The ER would be pretty noisy. I don't know. I don't know where he would be there, because if he's plus it also depends on what time he goes, because if he let's see. Damn it, G-Man.
And like,
to get me to talk about them, but the things I'm going to talk about.
When did you publish this? What was October 15th? No. I need a calendar. What was October 15th? Let me see. Somebody with a calendar. Tell me what October 15th was. What day of the week was it? Get my phone right here. I can do it. Calendar. Too easy. The 15th. It was a Friday. So shit. So it may not be that noisy. An ER on a Friday evening, a lot of people may not be there. You would think, oh, everybody's going to be there. Maybe not at 5, 6 p.m. That's usually not when people go to the ER. That's why I went when I went to get this the first time. What's going on, Vila? Welcome back. Whoopsie. Awesome. Moving on up with the likes. I like it, guys. Thank you. So I understand that there's that there would be noise, but maybe he's just there at the right time. That maybe he went on a Friday evening and there's just not a whole lot of people around, so there's not a whole lot of noise, and his phone is maybe not picking up all of everything. Who knows? I don't know. But if he was ER me, they take him out of the ER, move him to his floor. They have to treat you in the ER whether or not he has insurance. That's true. I don't know. It depends on if they took him elsewhere. If they gave him a room and they're like, hey, we're waiting on some tests, because he may have had to piss in a cup. Who knows? Because if they look at his records, they could see hey, you had a UTI. We're gonna make sure it's not that again. We're gonna make sure it's actually muscle strain or a slip disc, because those are two totally different procedures totally different lines of treatment that you would have to go down. So, hey, what's going on, Kristen Frost Layers Beams? It's been a while. Freaking Gary. Yeah, exactly. So Gary was in a coat closet, and also maybe P-Man, not G-Man.
Sweep the floor and mop so that they can do their show.
For anybody that's
you know what I mean? A lot of atheists will volunteer and do it in a second and won't ask for any pay. That's how I feel when I go to church and pastor comes to me and says to me, we need a couple of guys to do a little bit of work here. Can we depend on you? I say, absolutely. I'm a team player. That's why a lot of times when I have disagreements with Christians, I try to get over it.
On Saturday and Sunday during football season, go to the ER as soon as you are injured. It'll be faster because everyone waits until after the game. This is very true. People will wait until after whatever event or whatnot to go to the ER.
And realize and understand that we're in this together.
Especially if there's alcohol involved.
I try to be one this Rakadash. I try to be. I am far from perfect from it. I have my moments. I agree with you, diecast racing, with Vaughn. Totally agree with you with that. Pastor is just another man. The difference between a pastor and me is
diecast
that pastor is a shepherd and he has a greater responsibility than I do.
I'm not a sports fan.
he has a congregation or a group
like
of sheep that are
playing
following
sports,
him
not
and that are learning from him and are
watching
being
sports.
instructed by him. You know what I mean? And that person ought to be recognized for the work that he does. Aries 106. I can understand where you're coming from with that. Let me show you guys what he said here. He said, I wouldn't volunteer to mop the floor of the Atheist Experience, a show I haven't watched in years. Well, maybe you wouldn't, but there's a lot of other atheists that would.
Yeah, they're
Amen.
like,
When it's rocking out.
most of them are like new atheists are like 14. And they're like, I want to be on the Atheist Experience. That doesn't really sound very fun to me. I don't really want to confront people like that. Plus,
So
I'm not
again,
as
I want to get back to the
educated as
actual
most
point of this
people
video.
on there.
Stop talking about science,
In fact,
guys. Like
anybody
seriously,
on there.
I'm personally
At least on
convinced
this subject.
that the atheist community is not as much into science as they say they are. Because if they were, there'll be a whole bunch of people in our community that are atheists that will be making practical how-to videos on how to deal with this whole coronavirus thing.
No. That's the wrong thing to do, Gary. That's the wrong fucking thing to do. The right thing to do is to listen to the doctors and scientists who say, hey, put a piece of paper over your face and wash your hands. Like, you should be washing your hands regularly anyway, but wash your fucking hands more. Just wash them a little bit extra, and then put this little piece of paper over your face. But millions of people just like you dumb piece of shit, can't figure that shit out. They can't figure out that with freedom comes responsibility. They forgot the responsibility part because, like you, their childlike minds just block that shit out. God damn. We weren't scientists, B-man. Yeah, that's tough. Background music, thank you. Thank you again, Mango. Alright.
But again, you're not gonna find it. It's the usual stuff. Vaughn's done this, Vaughn's done that. Beckle's a jerk. True empiricism looks skinny. Pray for Shanny and all this other stuff. And everything but.
G-Man, do you want science again? I got 21 people here. Let me think. Not you. Not you. You. Let's see. We got 14 likes. Do you guys want to hear the G-Man theory? I got 21 people here. I had about half that yesterday to hear. If you guys want to hear the G-Man theory again, I'll say that. But other than that, we'll move on because I want to cover Alec Baldwin shooting somebody on set. It's kind of sad the more I read about it. But if you guys want to see that, let me know. Because G-Man wants some fucking science. I'll go over some science. And G-Man theory, I think, is fairly solid. I'd be good. I'd be good though here. I'm all lovely today. It's weird, like aggressively lovely. It's a weird day at work. I'd be good here though. That's pretty good. Wait. It's a weird day at work. Hopefully weird as in that's awesome. Yeah. I'm glad you're having a good day. We got 24 people. I told Ms. Parker your theory. She liked it. Oh shit. Thank you. Thank you for spreading it. I feel like I could present it better, but I don't want to do it again if nobody wants to. Nobody wants me to present it again. Unless I don't know. Unless somebody wants to get Ms. Parker, I could present it to her. Or actually, I think BGTV is about to go live. So shit. I gotta take a Riley break in between. Science of G-Man is literally, if it is very small, you can't see it with eyes, it is invisible. Yeah, and he doesn't know the difference between invisible and indivisible either. Please present it. Alright, real quick, I'm going to, I'm gonna sleep Brad today. I need to clean my kitchen. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick Riley break, and I will present the G-Man theory. G-Man is the straightest guy alive. Oh shit. That's today. Oh. Alright. Here's what I need you guys to do. Go bother Ms. Parker and Black Eye TV. Tell them they got links. I'm gonna present this one more time. We're gonna do it the right way. Yesterday was just the rehearsal. Oh man, this is hard to do. Also, Vila looking great today. Oh. Happy birthday to your sister. Awesome. What am I doing? I can do it myself. There we go. I think... I imagine Miss Parker's still asleep. Then again, she is a trooper. There he is. Okay. Got something for you. Alright. Come back on later. So just as long as we get... I don't know how... So far it's good. Alright, let me see. Okay, never mind. I can't come on... I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back on later. It really depends. Because it's already a little past noon. But I will be right back. We're going to watch... watch a little bit of something. Should play some copyrighted music. That'd be dope. You know what? I got an idea. It works. Where's our friendly neighborhood XX? There she is. Boop. Okay. Tight jet in this. Play it in the kitchen, come back. Alright. Y'all get to watch Shanny. I'll be right back.
Hi guys.
Have fun.
I'm not saying any names, but someone from the community ended up going to the hospital last night, and I need some prayer requests for this person because they're having a lot of problems right now, and I want them to know that and put a prayer chain out there. So if you could put a prayer chain for my friend who's in the hospital, that would be wonderful. And wish them for a speedy recovery. And just put a prayer request out. I feel bad that they're going through this right now, but they need prayer. And they asked specifically for prayer. But I don't want to put their name out there because I don't know if they want to go public over this. But at the same time, I need prayers from the believers in the community because I want them to be okay. So put your prayers out there for a speedy recovery. And that their work isn't going to be impacted by this, or their ability to work isn't going to be impacted by this, and that they're going to have a full recovery and be protected and loved. So thank you guys for the prayers. They're very much needed. I'm just really sick of seeing people I know and I love ending up, going to the hospital, and then, I never...
We all know who you're talking about, and it's exactly who I'm about to talk about one more time. Alright? In 1 second. Check some shit. Are you live? Yeah, hold on. There you go. It's hard to type with one hand, sorry folks. It's hard to type. Yeah, GMan pays your bills. And that's exactly what she was like. Yes, thank you. Subscribe to XX if you haven't. She was like, your ability to do your work or ability to work. Yeah, because GMan pays your fucking bills. That's why. It's like, hang on one second. We all know what you're talking about. You're transparent as fuck, Shani. But that being that, let's
We're
see what
seeing
else.
them again. You know what I mean?
Finish this video out.
So prayers are needed. Peace, Maranatha.
Yeah. Shh. Ew. Shut the fuck up, Shani. What the fuck? No, I don't wanna watch that. That's weird. Oops. Bloops. Alright. Uh-oh. Hang on. Okay. Alright. Miss Parker says she said 5 minutes. She said, drop your cocks and grab your socks. I'm a-coming. Yeah. Silly notifications. Alright. What are we gonna do for 5 minutes? With some music. Let's see about GMan. Let's talk to GMan. Since we were there anyway. That's who we're gonna be talking about.
Guys, we got an outbreak in the United States. This is what you need to do.
I guess
You're not
we'll
going to
finish
get that
out
from
some
people
of
in our
this.
community. I'm sorry. It's not profitable. But as a Christian, I care about what's going on in the world. I see people panicking. I see people worrying and not knowing what is going on. And I feel obligated, and I feel as if I have a responsibility, at least to the Christian community, to give you guys words of encouragement and to give you some type of focus to get your mind off of what the, just because everybody else is out there buying all the toilet paper out there, you don't got to be doing that. Put your trust in Jesus. The Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added on unto you. That's what the Bible says. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Set your affections on things above and not on the things of this earth. If Jesus was here and the coronavirus was doing, and everybody was behaving the way they're behaving with the coronavirus, and Jesus was presently here, they'd be like, go and feed my sheep.
What? No. I'm pretty sure there was quarantine in the Bible. Am I wrong? Am I wrong on that one? Yeah, there's no fucking, G-Man has no bug out bag. Yeah, G-Man, like, quarantine, yeah, I'm pretty sure quarantining was in the Bible, and I am positive there were people who were like, no, that's bullshit, and they thought it was, well, think about the Black Plague. I know this is well after Jesus' passing, but, like, if you think about the Black Plague, there were people who attributed everything to cats, when cats were actually killing the rats that were carrying the fleas that carried the bubonic plague, that got into people's beds because, well, the rats were in their homes, it was harder to kill them, and the cats weren't killing them because the cats were dead because it was easier to kill them, blame them. And they thought, you know, cats were witches. Gore lepers? What? Yes, leper tents? Yeah. The leper colonies. There's still leper colonies that actually exist in the world today. I think there's, I want to say they're in like India, Pakistan region, but I know for a fact there are leper colonies, at least somewhere. All the rules in the Bible about unclean shit, aka diseases, separated them. Yeah, and there, I mean, that's why, like, pork, you're not supposed to eat pork, is one, because it takes a lot to raise a pig, and two, because they're unclean. They could spread disease. Like, it's kind of under the same kind of logic. So, like, there's plenty of shit in the Bible that you just have to look from the right perspective to understand where the Bible is actually coming from and what the historical context of it would actually be. You have to know a thing or two about history. You can't just be a historian like Von Helton, who's a fucking, it was basically just a glorified piece of white trash. I don't know. I want to raise a pig from birth to bacon, call him Pigly. That's terrible. Alright. Wild Miss Parker appears. What's going on, Miss Parker?
There's a wild Miss Parker on your stream. You're gonna get canceled now.
Uh-oh. Am I gonna get a copyright strike?
You're gonna get a fucking copyright strike if you let me on your channel. You know how everybody hates me, right?
I know.
Yeah, so like I don't know why you invited me. You're probably gonna get doxxed. My husband got doxxed. Like I am a shitstorm, and the fact that you're even talking to me and allowing me on your channel, you have now involved yourself in all of my beef. So that means Brett Keane, Shani, GMan, Von Helton, Alexandra. That means fucking Nuka Zeus. Okay, Trisha Licious, Tessie, like all of them. They're all coming for you now. I can't even name them all. Like there's so many people who hate me.
You didn't give me beef. You gave me the whole cow, Miss Parker.
I did.
I don't know what's going on.
It's fucking Arby's in this bitch. We got the meats, all right? I got all the meats.
I'm gonna have to spread this G theory on your meats before I get too canceled.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, so I've been hearing the rumors that you have a new G-Man theory for me because I believe it's the gay theory, right? Like, is he homosexual theory?
Well, no, I don't have that theory. I do
this
have,
is the lotion.
This is the why is he greasy and ashy at the same time?
Beautiful. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited.
So I've been asking around, and if you can't tell, I have a melanin deficiency.
No, you don't.
Kind of like Nuka Zeus.
Yeah. It sucks.
You suffer.
Yeah.
It's suffering. I like to call it
so much suffering.
I know the oppression, but so like when it comes to like black skincare, I don't know what looks really ashy or greasy really on camera because I won't really pay attention to it. Mm-hmm. So I've been trying to find videos where he does kind of look ashy and greasy at the same time, but I haven't really found too much. However, I do think I can prove that he is ashy and greasy at the same time through science without having a visual representation.
Okay, let's do it. I'm excited. Okay. Let's do this. So, I'm excited.
I still got my notes from last night. I hope you're well rested and you didn't get too.
No, I'm not hungover. No, I did. I did really good. I drank a lot of water. Of course, I ate beforehand, and I'll probably end up doing it again like sometime in the future. But yeah, like that $60 fucking tip. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? They hit me
right off the bat.
Just bam. Like what the fuck?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Well, it was super fun. We're gonna do it again.
I unfortunately had to go to sleep. I took my high speed meds and passed out, so I only got to probably the first like half hour in.
Dude, yeah, we went for like 4 hours, and I just took it down because she struck it again.
I saw that.
Which is ridiculous because it's literally me reviewing me. So what we're going to do next time is going to be me reviewing me.
Sweet. I can't wait to see this.
I'm just going to keep inceptioning the shit. Like, I don't know what she thinks is going to happen.
I wonder how small she has to get on the fucking screen in order for it to be...
I didn't violate. Yeah, I haven't violated anything.
There's nothing there.
No, and she also struck another video I made, a created video that I made.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, cool beans, that's the one that I'm going to challenge. So I already put the challenge in for somebody to do a manual review on it because I'm like, come on, honey.
Yeah.
Like, I added the music, we changed the speed, I flipped the orientation, added filters, I've got rain. Bitch, I'm chopping shit up. Like, that's not your video anymore, honey.
No.
You just don't want people to know that you've done fuck shit. That's all. Like,
you don't want people making fun of you either. And you know what? That's the nature of the internet. Put shit out there, people are going to talk shit.
Oh, she's going to be really mad because I'm editing a video right now with all of her porn scenes minus the sex. So just all the horrible, like, before and after acting they do.
Oh, if it's anything like her sister's singing, this is going to be glorious.
Oh, my God. It's golden. She did a Flavor of Love sex porn parody. We've got the Cosby Show porn parody. And then her pretending to be Venus and Serena Williams parody. Like they're in a tennis court or something. Like there's just so many low budget porn things that she did. And I was like, fine, okay, I'm just going to use other stuff. I got more stuff.
I can't wait to see her play tennis bent over the whole time. That's gonna be fucking interesting.
Yeah, they're like, we're always, I'm always looking for a tip. And the guys are like, yeah, you need a tip? I'll show you how to play. It's like super corny.
How about I serve you my balls, huh?
Yeah. It's just like this super cheesy porn from back in the day. So yeah, I've got tons of them.
Does she get a foul for using 2 rackets at the same time?
Dude, know what's hilarious is on the Flavor of Love one, she gets kicked off because the story, like her person that she's playing, gets kicked off the show because she fucked the camera guy for free. And I was like, that's hilarious because you also fucked a national, a professional baseball player for free too. That's kind of what you do. You're a bad hoe. How did they know? Like, you're just bad.
You said she let a trick pay her with a check.
With a check.
My only question is, who writes a check for 47 cents?
Who allows a professional athlete to write them a check? You're a professional athlete.
He's not buying art, sweetie.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Come on. When does anybody buy pussy with a check? What is that?
he wanted that spam clam.
Damn it, man. There's just so much.
Jesus.
And people keep asking me, they're like, who the fuck is this bitch? Why do we care? And I'm like, that's the point. Nobody likes her and nobody cares. Exactly. I'm just petty and I want to tell people about the shit she keeps taking off the internet. She just keeps scrubbing the internet like she's some type of Christian savior. Bitch, stop.
Please.
Just stop.
The more it's Streisand effect. The more you strike it, the more I want to watch.
The more I want,
exactly.
Like all she's doing is boosting my channel because people are like, well, why doesn't she want us to see this shit?
Yeah, what else you got? And you know what was great is like, you were like, you might have copyright strikes, but bitch, I got your CV. I got the whole fucking thing right here.
I got it.
What of it? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, like as much as you keep telling me I can't have this shit, this is on my terabyte. I have an entire terabyte that I've just been filling up with fuck shit I find on the internet, and she's part of it. Like there's nothing you can do.
She got a whole column in there.
Yeah, I have files. I got files.
She got a partition of her own. God damn.
Mm-hmm. There's so much shit on this bitch, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. Like, what really kills me is she should have saw what I did to Nuka Zeus. Nuka Zeus tried the same shit.
I saw a little bit of what you and BGTV did to Nuka Zeus, and it was like just a small bit of that breakdown. It's really easy to see through basically any of them. He's just, bro, you're not black. Just
you're not,
like,
and you know you're not black. That's the thing that kills me. It's like deep down, you're not black. Your parents are not black. You're not black. Stop it.
And you're being really fucking offensive to basically anyone of color. 1 and 2, like if he legit has some body dysmorphia, okay, go get that shit treated. But don't try and like say, hey, especially his tattoos. What does it say? Fuck white.
Exactly.
Or...
I was on the fence for a while.
God.
When I first ran into Nuka Zeus, I talked to him for months. I was on the fence. Me and him were friends. I am the bitch he hates. I'm Natasha. And I tried my best to get to know him. And I thought maybe he has body dysmorphia. Maybe he's just dealing with a lot of issues and he doesn't know how to express them. No, none of those things are true. At the end of the day, Aaron is an individual who wanted to make money. And he was a rapper. So he used the I'm black because he thought it would help his career. There's another rapper that did it around the same time. He was a ginger. He did it, but he didn't change his skin color. He just pretended to be a thug, red-haired thug. And Nuka took it a step further. Then he did the tattoo. So Nuka's doing this because he wants to make money at the end of the day. It has nothing to do with his identity or who he thinks he is, because when you talk to him off camera, he doesn't sound like that.
That's Aaron. The first place I heard that was Alexandra.
Exactly.
Because it was you and BGTV reviewing one of her videos where she was like, Nuka Zeus is not Nuka Zeus, it's Aaron. And Nuka Zeus is a character. And, you know, you guys were listening to him on some podcast, and the guys the entire time were calling him on the shit. They were just like
the Angel podcast. Yep.
Yeah, they were using wordplay to just like make sure he answered the questions in such a way that made it like showed his transparency.
Exactly. He couldn't get out of that interview, and Nuka wanted that interview pulled from the internet. He worked so hard that he tried to get that person's channel taken down. The person is Angel is still online.
Yeah,
he fought the strike. The video is on his website. I found it from his website. I put it on my page. He tried to strike me for it, but it's like, you don't own any of that.
Right. Yeah, it's not your content. Don't copyright strike content that's not yours.
That's not yours.
That's if you want to go down that legal route with somebody, don't. You're gonna lose. I mean,
and it's really not even worth it, because at the end of the day, just like I told her, and I keep inviting her on my channel, you can come and say what you want to say.
Right.
Period. You can say what you want to say. I'm going to say what I want, and you can say what you want. I'm not preventing you from challenging me. I'm not preventing you from making a video and going against me, whatever. What you're doing is trying to silence me, and that's the problem.
And now, is that a message for Alexandra, or is that a message for Jorge Lantana?
Jorge Lantana, yes.
Yeah,
we met Jorge Lantana, which is hilarious because she has like 2 or 3 little sock accounts, but because nobody likes her, she's always by herself. So you know it's her in the chat.
Yeah,
like she doesn't have simps.
One of the tells of someone who's using a sock account is saying like, "Oh, you're obsessed with X."
And they love that. Yeah,
like, come on, we know who you are. Same shit that happened with fucking Shani coming in here and then Rev trying to simp on her. It's just like, people are just obsessed. No. You just put your entire life out there, and
now you're mad.
Yeah.
Now you're having a big sad because people are making fun of you for all the dumb shit you're doing online.
And then you got a big old poopy face.
Poopy face.
Yeah. All right, real quick, I'm gonna read a couple comments, and then
I'm gonna go put some tea in here real quick.
All right, too easy. All right, let's see. TIE Fighter Jens. Okay, Miss Parker needs to wear her white hair wig and call herself the Mutant Shitstorm. That'd be fucking sweet, dude. That's a great fucking great Halloween costume. That'd be dope. Fucking Cosby Show porn parody. That's gross. Did you say that? I didn't catch that one. I would not. No. I mean, unless they're doing Cosby sweaters, and then well. Anyway, let's move on. Isn't it sexual harassment to spread knowledge of someone's porn when they clearly don't want it to exist anymore, or at the very least, more than a little fucked up? Well, she's not. I don't know. I'll ask that when Miss Parker gets back. I'll let her answer. Okay, I'm not gonna keep being quiet, or I'm not gonna be keeping up with chat, listening though. Keep with it. Keep on with them. Thanks. For real though. Oh, what is it? And we don't stop, and we won't quit, and we don't stop. Okay though. For real though. All right, Christopher Foss, Laser Beans. Thanks for being here. All right, as soon as Miss Parker gets back, we'll go over all of this. I gotta get crackers. I'm gonna come back as soon as I eat some crackers. I guarantee it. Yep, I heard her. There she is. Right there. Oh yeah. Much love to them fans. Much love to them women.
To the
Don't
women,
stop.
keep on pushing.
Don't stop.
With them
Won't
things.
quit. Them things.
For reals, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You know. All right. So, Blaine has a question. I think he'd be more fit to answer. Isn't it sexual harassment to spread knowledge of someone's porn when they clearly don't want it to exist anymore, or at the very least more than a little fucked up?
I could see where the argument would be posed, but she does not deny her porn history. If you go onto her site, she actually has several websites and She talks about the porn industry. She is very proud of her porn experience. She just doesn't like people talking about it. It's okay for her to talk about her porn, but it's not okay for anybody else to talk about it. It's okay for her to talk about porn and the industry and make it seem as if she was victimized and assaulted and coerced into doing these things, but it's not okay for people to tell the other side of the story, that she entered into porn of her own volition. She enjoyed it. It's not okay for people to talk about the interviews where she was bragging about her porn. She wants to be able to rewrite history. So for one thing, I would say, yeah, if all I did was drag her because she was in porno, that's really fucked up. Absolutely. But that's not what I'm doing here. What I'm doing here is showing a pattern of behavior with a woman who wants to erase all the bad things and then be able to hide behind a shield. Oh, look, I'm a victim. That's not how it works. So, no. Also, the porns are still available. It's not like, again, she's not ashamed of them. There's no shame in the fact that she did porn. That's not even, that's not even an issue for me whatsoever. No.
And if you want a more in-depth analysis on that too, you can watch Miss Parker's stream from last night where she talks about.
Yeah, we go into it.
Yeah, because Alexandra was into some fuck shit when she was was doing all that. So
she wasn't a professional person. She did things that most actors and actresses would not do. She didn't take her job seriously like she should have. She was blacklisted out for what seems to be very valid reasons. So again, I'm not knocking her for being a porn star. I'm knocking her behavior.
Right. It's the it's professionalism and etc. But
yeah.
All right. Let's thank you one more time, Mango, for dropping that. I am a whole dom. Did break my hand. So if anybody wants to buy some merch, that would help me out while I can't work. And I hopefully will be going back to work soon. I just hurt myself. All right.
Well, stop trying to take my shit.
Well, hey, I needed that sweet chocolate honey voice, you know, sugar voice. it was bugging me that I couldn't have it. Well, you know, what you guys don't see is all the burn marks from Black Guy TV. He was standing sentry from his Parker on his simp stool in the corner, and I didn't see him.
Simp stool.
He was too in the darkness for me to see him. So when I went in to grab her voice, he lasered me and got my hand. So I only got a portion of her voice, and I left some lizard scales. That's why it came back so quick. See?
I hate this. This is why you don't trust lizard people.
I'll get it.
Demonic.
I'll regenerate quicker than you think. All right. Okay.
All right.
So let's talk about GMan. So GMan, what we know about GMan in the past, and you can probably elaborate a little bit more on this, is GMan hasn't had the best health. All right. So he has, whether it be his upbringing or I'm gonna turn this off. Whether it be his upbringing or his oh shit, I can hear myself. Whether it be his upbringing or his general health, he doesn't wash himself. He don't wash his pee-pee. So he's had some UTIs in the past, and we know as far as we know, he was hospitalized for those UTIs.
Yes,
and
it got so severe. His back, he had flank pain, which is what you get, right in that back area, either when you pull your back or when your kidneys are fucking up. And he ended up getting admitted and severe dehydration, and the rest is history. So yeah.
Right. Exactly. Okay. So he has had the UTIs, and he was admitted to the hospital. And now, when you get an infection that bad, it can damage your kidneys because your kidneys aren't going to function properly. And this can happen multiple times. And what we know about UTIs in men is that UTIs in men are, while they're rare, if they do happen, they can happen a lot easier the next time. And with someone like
so
GMan,
it's opening a floodgate.
Yeah. So it's you can actually get them a little bit more easily than you would, the first time. So it's possible he had multiple in the past and was able to flush them out, and they didn't get as bad. But he may not have sought treatment and gone.
He does not believe in doctors. You're right.
Yeah. Well, this stream that we just watched made him prove that he doesn't believe in fucking science or common sense or any of that. So He probably wouldn't have sought treatment at that point, so he probably would have damaged his kidneys. And one of the other things that G-Man does is he works out a lot. So we know G-Man does like to work out. And I posed this question of, like, when do you see G-Man, like, really drink anything on stream? Because we know he doesn't drink alcohol, so...
He doesn't. He's very... I don't know if I have ever... I've been watching G-Man for a long time.
Okay.
And I'll honestly say I do not, on top of my head, can recall a moment I've seen G-Man drink something. Other than the chicken watermelon video he did with Shani and Rev in the kitchen.
Okay.
And then you saw him drink something.
That was the first one that was brought to me, was the chicken watermelon video. But we watched one last night where he was saying, like, I had a breakfast bar, and he was actually looking for water. So he drank water on stream.
Okay.
A few people in the chat were saying, yeah, I've seen it here and there. But he does it rarely. And if you're going through, you've done this. If you're going through a 2, 3, 4 hour stream, even an hour, you want something there. You want some water, some...
I have learned.
Yeah.
Like your voice gets dry. You just kind of need to clear it out. So yeah, I've got water. I have my tea. You got to keep, especially like you said, 2, 3 hours. Like, come on.
Yeah. And he regularly does 2, 3 hour streams. And, no water. And, hey, G-Man, fun fact. The reason a lot of your mouth gets dry and everything is because you're spitting out water. And that's why the mask is important to protect you from that. But that's just an aside. So you don't really see him drink a whole lot of water. And it's possible that he doesn't drink a lot of water when he's exercising. And we know he has some kooky beliefs on his nutrition, which, excuse me, I thought he was going to get into in this video, but unfortunately he didn't. So we know he takes the B17, which turns into, we were trying to figure out what form of cyanide it turns into in your liver.
Oh, he's still doing the apricot seeds?
Maybe. I'm not sure if he's still doing it, but if he's done it in the past, it still can damage your kidneys and your liver.
Yeah, he did a lot of it. He preached it because I think it's the Hovens who sell the apricot seeds.
Probably. That sounds like they're fucking kind of snake oil pieces of shit.
Yeah, they do it. It's like the cure-all. What doctors don't want you to know.
Yeah, it'll cure cancer, and then it'll cure COVID, and it's like, oh, doctors in Mexico are prescribing it because the U.S. is so afraid. It's like, no, they're prescribing it because
they don't have anything else.
Yeah, they don't have regulation. Yeah, that too. It's a lot easier to get shit down there. Just saying. But so
I'm gonna fart in a bottle and sell it to Christians as holy gas. That's what I'm gonna do.
Well, you don't have to sell it to Christians. There's plenty of atheists that might
just want fart in a bottle. Miss Parker's fart in a bottle.
I got $50 laying around.
There it is.
But so he doesn't. We know he does all this kooky shit, and the B17 would damage his kidneys and livers, like his filter system for his body.
Yeah.
All right. And again, mixed in with poor hygiene, we get constant kidney damage. And then with that exercise, if he's not drinking enough water, and if he's
straining his organs.
Well, exactly. And if he's as fit as he looks, because it's undeniable. He's actually fairly fit. G-Man is he's not weak. He is fit.
For his age, he works hard. He has obviously a labor job. He's
right.
Yeah, he's a pretty well fit man. Now, is he healthy? No. That's what we're talking about now. Is he healthy? Yeah.
And that he's running those marathons and everything, and maybe he's not getting the right amount of water while he's running these marathons and while he's training for these marathons. Because he's probably well, I can train my body with less water. That might be something he also believes. He kind of goes along the lines, the same line of thinking where the B17 goes in. And also B17, hydrogen cyanide, affects your circulatory system. That's what it attacks. It asphyxiates you. So you wouldn't get the same amount of nutrients to your body if you're doing that while you're exercising, running marathons and stuff.
Interesting. So you're poisoning your it
is
he's
poison.
Possibly I know it's poison. So if he's doing this B17 and he's training for marathons, he's legit poisoning himself.
Yes.
Which could be the reason why his kidneys are failing.
Right. It could be part of the reason why his kidneys are failing. And what could happen during all of this exercise is a condition called rhabdomyolysis, and it's what happens when your muscle protein actually breaks down and goes into your bloodstream. And this can be, it can be easily reversed if it's caught in time. So if he went
Are
to
you
the,
talking about what happens with diabetics when their ketone levels are extremely high? It's like the cells are dying and entering into the bloodstream, and they have these really high ketone levels. I'm totally a novice at this stuff, so
it may be similar, but I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
This has more to do with exercise and it breaks
like the lactic acid and stuff like that in your body.
It's not the lactic acid. It's just the muscle protein. Like your muscles actually start to break down, like physically break down, and the protein goes into your bloodstream. When that gets into your kidneys, it can damage them pretty badly. And the kidney damage can be reversed, okay? But you have to constantly treat it, just like anything else. Just like you need some kind of therapy for it. And if you don't do that, you'll get closer and closer to renal disease, renal failure, and have to go on dialysis and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And so that's an extreme case. GMan is way too fit, way too energetic to be in like renal failure or anything like that.
Oh no, he would be extremely lethargic at that point.
Yeah.
Like if you're at those stages, then you start to kind of look like you have jaundice, and your eyes are getting yellow. You're having issues.
Right, but GMan is also like, he does exercise, he does take care of himself. So he may be the guy with cancer all over that's running marathons until the day he keels over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We never know. But I don't think GMan is that far along. It doesn't jive well with the way he looks, and the way he acts. Plus, again, he still works, so he still has that.
Yeah, he still has a career
now. Now, if his kidneys are damaged, right? Mm-hmm. His blood still has to get clean, because what the kidneys do is they pull all of the urea out of your blood, all of the garbage, the waste out of your blood, goes in your urine, and then you pee it out. If your kidneys can't do that, your body has to get rid of that in some way. And one of the ways it does that is the form of what's called uremic frost. And uremic frost is usually in really severe cases of renal failure. However, it can be for lesser or more acute conditions. Now, what uremic frost is actually... Should have gone to the...
I think I know what we're talking about now, because I've been following the urine drinkers, and they've mentioned that before. Yes. Oh yes. My God.
So
yes, it starts coming out your body like cradle cap or some shit. It's insane.
Right. And where does it appears mostly around the crown, the hairline, and along the jawline.
That's where you're sweating.
Right. So remember, he's always doing this. And when he's changing, now think about it. If he's in camera and he's like changing around, it's a crystalline structure. It's crystals on his skin.
You could see, because we're like, he's sweaty, but he's dry. Holy shit.
And it's also like kind of waxy at the same time. So if it was in a different position, it might look a little greasy, depending on how the light hits it. And since he has dark skin, just like these folks.
Exactly. It's how it's coming off to us.
And anyone who appeared on camera that obviously, that looked maybe like this guy, you'd be like, why the fuck are you so ashy, dude?
And then like, in another way, as soon as he turns his face, he may look greasy.
Right. And look how easily it blends in with this guy's beard.
Yeah,
here
with
too.
this. Oh my God. Okay, so the urine drinkers suffer from this too.
Right.
Obviously, because they don't. Yeah.
They have too much urea in their blood, in their system.
Holy shit.
So GMan may not be GMan at all. He may be P-Man, because he's covered in piss 24/7.
No, Carnivorous Ape, I was wondering, like, if it was similar to what happens with diabetics when they get too many ketones in their blood. And I'm a novice, All I understand about that is I know that there are dead cells in the blood, and there's an issue happening there where there's cell death. And it gets to a point where eventually they have to go to the hospital. The only reason I know about that is because my godson deals with it. And obviously, as I'm talking, you guys can tell I'm not a professional on the topic at all. Just a concerned godmom. So yeah, let's see.
Too high.
This is absolutely insanity. I think you built a pretty good case. I
feel like it's a fairly good case, but the one thing that's holding me back is the fact that, one, this often happens in a lot of places that, like third world countries, developing countries, that have less access to healthcare, and two, the fact that this usually happens when your kidneys are far more damaged than it seems his would be. But if you one more thing on GMan is, you guys are always like, you're up late as shit. You're always like, yeah, you're up late as shit, because he's always mad, and it makes sense. GMan is always big mad, because he's always big mad about some dumb shit.
Super mad.
Hence, by the way, that's probably why his teeth are dolphin teeth, because he grinds them all night, because he's always stressed the fuck out about dumb bullshit. But it also might be because
him grinding his teeth, but he does have good teeth though too. That's one thing about GMan. Like GMan has all of his teeth, what it looks like. Like I don't see any missing teeth. They're clean. They're all anchored in there. Right. Unless he's having issues in his molars, I would say he's pretty good with his teeth. They look weird, but
I mean they're not falling out or anything. He brushes his teeth. We can at least say that. But
yeah, when you grind your teeth, you'll break those shits.
Yeah, they can get real short. I served with a couple guys that did that, and it's not cool to look at, let alone experience. But you were saying like the eyes. Yeah, he's always stressed out. His eyes are going to be bloodshot. Well, if your body can't process the urea that's in your body, oftentimes like your eyes will turn different colors. They'll get bloodshot, or they'll turn a little yellow.
Yeah,
and that's because you have.
That's what these fucking urine drinkers look like. Let me see if I can find a video of the urine drinkers so you can see what they look like. It's insanity.
And it's interesting again that you bring up the urine drinkers, because that seems like something GMan might actually be into.
No.
I mean it's one of those things. He is like a homeopathic dipshit. So I wouldn't put it past GMan to have at least drank urine at some point, and that may be like the period at which he was drinking urine, and maybe now he's at the point where he can't do it anymore because it's fucked up his kidneys again. It's possible. I mean,
these are good theories.
You're helpful. This is awesome. I didn't even think about that.
That's what I'm saying. Like the fact that we're even. It's crazy, because there's this one guy I'm trying to see. I have a subscription to them, and they do a conference every fucking month. It's like 20 people, and they get together, and I never even thought to look in the urine community for GMan, but that's literally what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Like, I'm uber curious now if he maybe has done that.
If he does, I won't be surprised one fucking bit.
That's insanity, dude.
Oh,
I mean, and I'm trying to find a way to talk it down, but I'm like, no, all of that makes sense, because he does have those weird homeopathic ideas all the time. You know what I mean? Like he is willing to believe anything. We've watched him literally go through a propaganda channel and claim it as fact. So
he does he does go on some weird tangents. I don't know if it was yesterday, but he was talking. He went on some weird tangent about the gold standard, because atheists don't like debating him or talking about evolution, and then the gold standard and
something about the gold standard.
Some dumb shit. And that's the G-Man brain, but like, I don't know. And I mean, I could probably just say it here. If G-Man wants to come on here and like defend himself, by all means, come on here, because all I have to do is let you talk, and we'll find out the truth.
And we can find out the truth. Yeah, I think it's a conversation that definitely should happen. I encourage that conversation. I would be interested to see how he talks about it. Like,
yeah, and I got some time on my hand, so
you got. Oh yeah, you do have time on your hand. Do you want to play with something I have? I've got a GMan folder
absolutely
that you may not have ever seen, and I'm gonna just send it to you.
Oh my goodness!
And there are 75 videos in there. And I'm going to let you do anything you want with them. Okay?
Oh, so my goodness. Now,
so they're all yours because I love you, even though you tried to steal my voice.
It was it was a small disagreement. It'll happen
again. Here you go. Here's this entire playlist of the G-Man saga.
You're so sweet. You're the best, Miss Parker. If nobody's, if you guys aren't subscribed to Miss Parker, go subscribe to Miss Parker. Do it now. She's the best.
Yeah, gotta get you together, man. You gotta get all the G-Man stuff. You need all this stuff. Let's see. I've got. What else can I give you that you just need? Because you have too much time. You need stuff to watch. Yeah, like I gotta give you shit.
I gotta do some G search.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So that's the whole saga there. Like that's a ridiculous saga.
I can't wait to watch some of this and just listen through and find out what this dumb fuck has to say.
Yeah, you can have all those.
I gotta find some science videos. He needs to talk about
G-Man the science guy. I got you. Yes. Don't even trip.
Ooh.
I got you.
I if I do end up being able to edit a G-Man video together for the competition, I won't use any of these because I don't think it's fair. If you're give me that.
Copy.
But
let's see. We've got G-Man goes to night court. That was a stupid video I made. That was bad. Okay, so when I first started editing, here I'm going to send you the link. When I first started editing, I made this video about G-Man, and I really suck at editing. I still suck at it, but it's really fun to try. And that's why it's just a really fun hobby. So there it is. That's my YouTube court G-Man video.
Awesome. Do you want to play it? Yeah, do you want to play the play out?
Oh, you can play it whenever. Yeah, it's yours.
All
you can
right.
play it all the time, whenever you want. It's hilarious. It's really bad editing by me.
BGTV is about to go live, so I don't want to step on his toes.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, but we'll play it as we go.
Let's play this out. Yeah, you'll love it.
Nephilim Freeze theory, the Bukkake Earth theory. Do you have any have you heard anything about that? Did you do any research on that?
What is that? What?
I thought I heard it on your channel.
Which theory is this?
Nephilim free Nephi. Yeah.
The Nephi free Bukkake theory. Oh yeah, I did look it up. I looked it up and then I put it away in my mind and I haven't looked at it since. Okay. And now you're bringing it back to the forefront and I'm just like, it's like hitting me for the first time again. That's crazy. It's insanity.
I'm gonna research into that and we'll
please report back. I'm interested to hear what all that is. Just because my mind was fucked off when I saw it, I was like, I can't. I don't even know.
I heard just the tidbits of it, and I can't imagine. I mean, that's what G-Man and Shani were talking about when I went in there to talk about the flood and shit, and they were like, "Oh no, what about the water that lubricates? That's not how." Water lubrication works. Yeah, it's not at all, dude. But those two fucking idiots don't have a brain cell between them. But all right,
they might do better smoking crack.
Well, I'm sure Shani has plenty, sitting around in her folds. She might be able to shake something out if she ever gets up off her ass.
Shake some crack out of your folds, baby.
Shake all the crack. Fun fact: Shani has 3 butt cheeks.
Shani is a butt cheek. She's just one.
Just one solid butt cheek.
Yeah, just one giant lumpy bumpy butt cheek.
I was gonna make a joke about drag, since he's working out. He's doing his physical therapy. He said he's gonna work his core. He's still gonna have a gut. And he's like, no, that's just one ab. I just worked the one ab, so I got
just
one big one.
One giant ab. Yeah, it's sexy.
Ain't no spare tire. That's no chicken wings.
Just one giant fucking ab.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right. Thank you so much for being here, Miss Parker. And I hope to see you again.
We're gonna
soon.
do it again.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it again. Your hand's broken. You're mine now.
Oh yeah, I can't go anywhere. She's got me chained down.
Then you can do.
It's just, it comes with the territory. But as soon as I can actually like have some drinks, we'll have some game night, and we'll do some shots, and hopefully get you the hangover you deserve.
Awesome, that's great.
Awesome. All right, and thank you so much for being here. Let's watch this, and I'll go through this GMan stuff and figure out exactly how I'm gonna play my goddamn weekend. I might be drinking a lot sooner than I thought. All right, we got night court.
Can't get out. I can't get out. Oh my God. I can't stop lying. Can't get out. I can't get out. Oh.
GMan goes in your mouth.
Can't stop lying.
It's so silly.
Tonight on night court.
YouTube court.
Oh, YouTube court. Is this the pre-trial or the regular trial?
It was supposed to be the pre-trial, but he never came.
Oh.
He was gonna go in our mouths, and he never came in our mouths.
Oh man, I was waiting for that, G-Man
Sweet
discharge.
Release. Yeah.
Yeah. It's chunky before it's creamy.
I don't like you anymore. It's gross.
Hey, I'm a very detail-oriented lizard. What can I say?
Lizards aren't real.
Lizards are very real. Miss
Lizards
Parker's voice
are not
isn't real. That's what it is.
No, lizards aren't real. Nobody's ever seen a lizard. We don't know what a lizard is. Have you seen one? How do we know you're not just a shaved cat?
Oh, trust me, that's called a sweat lizard. You ever been to the South? Well, I know you've been to the South. Of course you've seen a sweat lizard. Just imagine.
How do I know you're not just an armadillo?
Well, I don't have armor, and I'm not a mammal.
You could be a naked armadillo.
That would defeat the purpose of being an armadillo.
That's why you're trying to say you're a lizard, but lizards aren't real.
Well, if I wanted to be a non-lizard, I could be a legless lizard. That's a non-snake.
Snakes
but it looks
aren't
like
real.
a snake. Snakes are real.
Snakes are not real. You don't know what you're talking about. How do we know you're real? All I know is there's this guy in a camera somewhere. Like, how do I know you're real? How does anybody know you're real?
How do we know that this isn't the real Miss Parker right here? Who's that? Did you turn your husband into a dog?
Possibly.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
You heard it here first, folks. Mr. Parker is my dog, is what Miss Parker just said. Tell it to Mr. Parker. Let him know.
I'm gonna get fired.
She's not gonna. We're not gonna see Miss Parker for a while. She can get her computer taken away. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Miss Parker. Yeah. We'll let everybody go over to BGTV and downvote them.
There it is.
In
the chat.
Thank you for being here, and go over to BGTV and put some lizards in his chat. Spam with lizards, and tell him he missed out on the good theory because he didn't click the link. At least I don't.
I will do that for you.
All right.
I will do that.
Thank you very much, and see you very soon.